Oh yeah, everybody. Spoon, Blue. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Friday, yo. Well, it's Saturday here, but you have a good Friday, mate. Down to the nitty gritty. It was loose. Not quite sure what you're referring to there, but never mind. Hello, Chuck. Someone's been messing around with the avatars on Zounds. I can't find my normal one. It's gone. But hey, that'll do. Why not? Just had a notification from somewhere. Play Playcast and play the games of your choice. Yeah, right. Hello, Chuck.
Hey, Andy.
How are you? It's about the end of your day, isn't it?
Yeah, you caught me at a good time. If it was 20 minutes later from now, I'd be asleep. So I thought I'd jump on when I had the chance.
Yeah, I feel for you in your time zone because you're either coming or going or sleeping, basically.
Hang on a second. I got to mute this Bluetooth speaker. It's going to cause an echo. Give me a second.
All right. Chuck is a worker, you know, and being in the States. Disconnected, Chuck. You're disconnected,
right,
mate. How does it feel?
Yeah, I had to disconnect that Bluetooth speaker because it causes an echo. So sorry about that to the audience and the chat.
Okay. If people are on Gaz's stream, he did fall asleep and couldn't let anybody on. This has happened on other occasions, so no disrespect to Gaza, but I thought I'd open up for about an hour or so, see how it goes, and you know.
It's good timing, Andy. Long time no chat, so our times converge, and it's nice to catch up with you.
It's karma. Hello, Blue.
Hello, Chuck. It's nice to see you again too.
Good evening.
I know. Oh, it's all happening here. Goodness me! Whenever I turn on my laptop, I get messages from like 6 months ago. I don't turn it on a lot.
That's what it's like in the morning when you wake up and you go boil the jug for whatever for coffee and you turn your YouTube on and you get all these things come flicking over so fast that you can't keep up, and it's like, my God.
To be honest, well, the best thing of smartphones is that the better they get, the more you rely on them, not your laptop. And I do most of my stuff all through my phone now because I'm familiar with its platform. I edit videos and everything on the phone. It'd be a lot easier probably to do it on the laptop, but because of bigger screen and whatever. But it's all different when the same software on your laptop doesn't look the same on your phone, and I have to relearn it all and go bollocks for that. You know, I can edit to a certain. I can edit.
I prefer
it's a bit
doing
pathetic.
everything on my phone. Yeah.
I know.
It's so much easier on your phone, for sure.
Well, you're familiar with it. That's the thing. I mean, a laptop must be better for editing because the editing on the phone is very hit or miss.
Definitely.
But I edit on the phone.
Do
I
you?
edit on my phone. Yeah,
I wouldn't. No,
yeah,
I
balls
wouldn't
it
know
up
how to do
most of the
that.
time. Yeah, so yeah, it's a hit and miss on the phone because of the small screen. But anyway, whatever. So, Blue, how's the world treating you?
Oh, not too bad. We're in spring now, so it's sort of, you get sunny days, and like today I took my dog for a walk in the rain, which was actually really refreshing because it wasn't cold, you know what I mean? But it was started raining,
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I'll take her anyway. And it ended up being so refreshing and so nice, that spring
well,
rain. Yeah.
in the southwest of England, down in Somerset, where I spent a lot of my younger days, they used to have a saying, what is it? Spring is here, the grass is riz. I wonder where them birdies is. So the
Really?
spring, yeah, yeah. But the spring is a lovely time when everything
Oh,
is
it's my
becoming fresh
favorite.
and growing. Yeah, absolutely. It's a bit
Absolutely my
like autumn.
favorite season.
Autumn is
Mm.
colourful, but you know what's coming.
Exactly. Well, and that's what I was saying is, yeah, autumn is pretty as the leaves change. However, I know what it's telling you, yeah, but get ready, bitch, it's gonna get cold. Yeah, it's the bit springtime for me is like, you never know what the days that are going to bring with spring, but everything is new and
Yeah,
blossoms come out and everything's
yeah.
blooming, and it just is a feel good time for me. Spring, it's my favorite
In the
season. Yeah.
in the UK in spring, everybody's wondering whether the summer will be as shitty as the last summer, which it normally is. So it's a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Well,
hello,
you know
Sean.
what? Oh, hi,
Hello.
Sean.
How are you doing, my dear?
Hello.
Good
Yeah,
to.
no, that's sorry, Sean. I'll just finish quickly. That's very weird for you, though, Andy, is that like, well, in England, yeah, they normally don't get big temperatures, but boy, they got a heat wave. They really got it hard. They got the other side, didn't they? It was weird this summer for them, from what I heard.
They can't
Yeah, they
handle
got
anything.
Aussie.
Yeah.
Sort of Aussie temperatures they got. Yeah, I wouldn't have
Well,
handled some of the temperatures they got actually.
I'm going to turn your mic up a little bit to equal Sean's. Hang on.
Oh no, please not as loud as Sean.
Why is everyone
Way up.
complaining about my mic? Is my microphone really that bad?
It
Fucking hell.
always, yeah, no, Sean, honestly, you
There
are
you go.
always louder than everybody on panel,
No,
hon, which is why I manually adjust mine way down, because I am too. If
Yeah.
I have it on automatic, I'm
I
very
put you on
loud. if I'm
automatic
up
now
there,
anyway,
yeah.
Blue. Yeah.
No,
Chuck, what's the weather?
automatic's usually
Chuck,
too loud.
let's bring Chuck into the conversation. So what's the weather like where you are? Temperature? Are you in the winter, summer, spring, autumn, fall?
Yeah,
as the Americans call it.
we're changing from summer to fall right now. Tomorrow is
Fall.
the equinox, or what the solstice, whatever you call it.
Oh, so all the Wiccan, isn't that when the Wiccan do a lot of their stuff? No, truly, isn't it? The Wiccan do a lot of stuff in the salt. Yeah, they do, Chuck? Yeah.
This is
I had
when
an
the women dance around naked, I think. Right?
No, you do your crystals and you have your stuff and all sorts of stuff they do. It's all about nature with the Wiccan.
I had an Equinox 350cc. It was a great bike. I got Blue going already. Sorry, Chuck. Carry on, mate.
No, the weather is getting cooler here, so we're heading into the cold season. So it's
and when you mean cold, right?
Yeah, this is when your penis can't be seen anymore.
No, in LA, the cold is LA, California, the Los Angeles. The cold in the winter is you wear a jacket, and that's about it. Maybe a shirt,
right,
and a jacket, and
right,
that's it.
yeah.
You still wear shorts every day, but it's just a little.
Oh,
bit chilly.
wow. Oh, it's chilly. You will still wear shorts, yeah. So it's no big deal, really. No major. So you don't get frost. You don't get frost when you wake up, do you? On the grass?
No.
Oh, right, yeah. So it's no big deal, is it?
No.
Yeah.
No. The problem with the UK is because it's an island and stuck with this wind coming that way and that wind coming that way, they get a flurry of snow, all the airports close down. and then it goes over 30 degrees. No one's got aircon or fans, and they complain quite rightfully because it's really annoying. They too hot, hopeless. Too cold, hopeless. You know.
I got a question for Chuck and Blue, if you don't mind me saying. So, what would you think if I showed up in Thailand the next month and I went on stream with Andy? Do you think that would be okay?
Why would it be different?
You're more than welcome, Sean.
Now?
Well, why wouldn't? Yeah, why wouldn't it? That's of course.
Would it be cool?
Andy is, from what I gather, one of the most respected, nicest, hospitable men on here that would welcome you with open arms to say, you know, I mean, honestly, he's funny, he's generous, he's hospitable. He would so why wouldn't it be for us?
Blue, that's a very great answer.
It would be interesting for sure. Yeah.
How are you, Andy? Yeah, that's like that Aztec Blue, just the same. He's in the pod though. How are you?
Now, all you people behave, all right?
I'll try my best. But Andy, I'm sorry, but it probably won't work. But I'll try my best.
Well, if I booted anybody, no one will care. Right, cool. What was I going to say? We did a live stream when Johnny and Jazzy were here. We had a little sort of a barbecue. Well, we had a afternoon, evening, and late night barbecue, but we filmed a bit of it, and I haven't heard Johnny going on too much about it, but I put it up online. But they were the two. I mean, I've met Jazzy before, never met Johnny before. The nicest people you could ever meet. They were just genuine. When I met Johnny for the first time, it was like, you know, some body hugs and hello, and we talked and we talked and we talked. Well, you know how we talk, and there was some beers consumed, but it was all just really, really. And then my family came down and my son, and it was just like a normal family barbecue that I have. So big respect to Jazzy. And I mean, Jazzy was, I think he was sort of like trying to be on best behavior, but he doesn't have to be because he knows how to conduct himself. He just conducts himself different in different circumstances. You know what I'm saying?
He was just nervous, Andy. Just nervous, wondering how these old blokes lured him to this house, honestly.
But anyway, so Sean, if we could meet up anytime, you know, I'm not frightened of that at all. And my house is open to most people, not all. Not all.
Absolutely.
Not all.
Absolutely.
Not
but
all.
You might be a little bit afraid about Aztec being afraid of guys hooking up with girls with hijabs.
Sorry, repeat that. I didn't get any of that.
Aztec might be afraid of men that are meeting up with you that are hooking up with the women that wear hijabs.
Were what? Egypt?
Hijabs.
I am not with you on this at all.
The headscarf. Hey, we got Spoon on the panel? Fucking no, Spoon. I'm sorry, my dude. I apologize.
I can let on whoever I want to let on. Sure.
No. I didn't know that Spoon was on. I didn't know.
No, he's not on the panel.
I was gonna say I'm confused. I don't see.
No, Spoon's on.
Well, you confused me completely now.
You're
about
looking
why I shouldn't have
another
ads over to my
You're
house.
looking at. You must be looking at another panel.
What are you smoking today, Sean?
Yeah, sure. Where are you behind on Gazers? Maybe are you rewatching Gazers and you're behind?
All right, I'm done. I'm done for the night.
Hey, Sean, you're always
Fuck up, Blue.
You know that.
Fuck up, Blue.
You weren't
Keep
making
laughing,
sense,
Blue.
Sean.
I'm gonna fucking take you up, Blue. Oh, fucking hell. It's a Friday,
No,
right?
Sean, don't worry, man. No, chill.
I swear Spoon was on those.
You got caught out. You got caught out.
But who's the guy? Who's the guy in the right hand corner? I don't get it. Who's the guy in the right hand corner?
Shut up,
What?
Sean. I know what you're trying to do.
No, I'm
really?
serious.
Hallucinating.
No, I do
No,
too.
We got we got Aztec here.
Yeah.
We got
Chuck.
Chuck here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the guy next to?
Me.
Blue.
It's me. I'm not a guy.
Oh.
And then it's Andy.
Oh, I
What's
wish
the
someone
matter?
would clip it. I wish someone would clip this. Sean is confused. Blue.
I'm out of here.
Oh my god.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I love you all. I'm out of here. I gotta
Sean.
leave the panel.
Sean,
I'm
just
sorry.
turn off
Up
all,
to you.
just
You
turn
can
off
chill
all the
out.
other the devices that you've got going, and you rewind it obviously on some old streams or something. Maybe you need to just turn all them off and concentrate here.
Hello, Jalungula. Long time.
Oh,
no-
fucking! He's still here. Oh, fucking hell! You gotta let that main man on if he
What do you mean he's-
wants to come
What do
in.
you mean he's still here? The stream's only been open 5 minutes, Sean.
Because I was on a panel with him earlier. That's why.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right. No, Sean, just chill out, man. Enjoy the vibes, you know. Put in your.
Oh,
2
I'm
minutes worth,
very
you know?
I'm very enjoyable. Yeah, I'm very enjoyable.
bro.
No one
Sean.
fucks me.
Sean,
Hello,
pop,
Titan.
pass, honey. Yeah.
But
Titan. Hey, Jalunja.
So
Fuck,
I
Sean.
put
That
it in
was
because of
classic.
the topic. Have we hit the topic yet, or what?
No, because they were talking
shut
on
up,
Gallagher.
Az.
Spoon
Sean
and Triple were
doesn't know
talking.
even what. Oh, sorry. It's Sean and Triple were talking.
No, not Sean. You got me going now.
No. I get. Don't worry about Topaz. Don't worry about it.
Spoon and
As you're
Triple
fucking
talking.
you're a fucking loser. I talked to Chuck on here. I talked to Topaz on here. As you're a fucking loser, right?
Oh.
I had to remove him. I quite like Sean, but I don't want him stirring the shit, you know. So that's it. So sorry, Sean, if you're still listening. I think I probably did both of us a favor, right? You know, but you know, don't stir it. But anyway, whatever. Move on. Yes, the topic was because I heard Triple 2 or 3 or whatever with Spoon talking about guns, and 7 was in the chat. Of course, the stream was closed because Gaza fell asleep. And hang on a second, Tricky Nicky. That
Oh,
is
God.
Oh Jesus! Please no! Please
No,
no!
please no. It's such a cruisy stream, please.
Yeah, but you see, now here's the thing. Now, this is
You
the
know,
thing.
you do it. You do it, Mandy. Oh,
No,
I'm sorry. It's your stream.
Yeah,
We
If
don't
I
need
feel
to-
if someone's giving bad vibes on the stream, they're gone. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
If someone starts an
Okay.
argument, it can be a debate. No worries. And everyone keeps their voice down and no over
fair enough.
talking. Everybody's
enough.
welcome because
We can go. Yeah,
you know
you're
what I'm
right. We
saying.
can go on mute. I mean, I understand. Sure, I'm streaming. I apologize. You're right.
Yeah. Hello, Tricky.
How you guys doing tonight? Salute to you, Biggie Zounds.
It's for me for morning time, as it's Saturday. Where you are is probably Saturday, but you haven't realised.
No, it is. It's 1:26 a.m. here on Saturday here in Michigan. Yes.
Okay, let me turn your mic up a bit. You're a bit soft there. See, I'm fair to everybody. As long as no one overtalks, that's fine. Who's playing around with the blood? There's another bloody admin on. Avery, stop it. All right, there we go. Everybody happy?
I'm good. As long as you can hear me, I'm good. Salute everybody. Hi, Blue. Hi, Aztec. Hey, thank you, Zounds. Like I said, salute to the chat. Hit the like, subscribe. Hey, here's Herb. It's nice to see you. I like that guy. Hey, Spoonie, I like you too.
Yeah. There's only a couple of people that don't like him, and they're not worth thinking about. So, Harv, you're a good man. He's been
I
around.
like Herb. Herb's a real one. I like him.
Don't believe the flip-flop shit, you know?
Yep, I don't like that. I don't like when people flip-flop and they go channel to channel.
Well, Harv,
Sounds
Well,
like
that's
a
hard.
lot of
That's
BS.
hard. He's the biggest flip flopper in the genre. If you're new, Tricky.
yeah,
you fucking
but Harv
get-
doesn't.
Well,
Harv goes by his heart, and he's
Well,
very similar to me. Very similar.
He hasn't
to
me yet, so I don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you have a couple of drinks, Tricky, and then abuse the shit out of me for no reason? Go on, get onto that. It's always a
Aztec,
great laugh when that happens.
Aztec, I never even came at you once tonight. Why are you coming at me already? Stop.
Okay, going back to the topic, right?
I'm here to chill. Yeah, go back to what you guys were talking about, please.
No, this followed up with Triple and Spoon talking about gun licenses and everything else. Seven was having some very good arguments on the chat as well. No one was reading the chat, by the way. Shame on you two guys. But I was just wondering about this whole gun thing. I mean, all I see about guns is, you know, the documentaries and clips I get of people shooting people, innocent mainly, with guns. But there must be plenty of times where guns have saved people's lives. But you never see that, do you? Well, I haven't seen it.
It's funny, if you look at those statistics, you know, everyone's up in arms when there's a gun shooting in America. Any state, they're all the same. There's a gun shooting, especially of a black person, boy, it's all over the joint. But, you know, what people don't talk about is that about 300 to 1 at times that a firearm is actually used. It's actually used to prevent an incident, prevents a rape, it prevents a burglary, it prevents a bashing, prevents a carjacking. Guns prevent, and this is just the reported ones. The amount of times, like 300 to 1 is about the statistic. That's a reported one. So can you imagine how many times a woman pulls out a gun and stops a rape or stops a burglary, stops herself getting assaulted, and then she just goes about her business, you know, it doesn't go reported. So if it's 300 to 1 being reported, then just imagine what the real figure is. So, you know, to me, it's a non-argument. It's a non-argument, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm anti-gun, but you know, but I don't live in America.
In my opinion, I agree with Aztec 100%. But in my opinion, guns need to be kept in your house. So if somebody breaks in your home, you shoot them dead. Simple. On the other hand, why are they on the streets? I don't like that part. That's the issue people fail to realize. If we can keep guns in lawful abiding citizens' homes, and they're there to protect their family, and that's the only reason they use it.
Well, how does that protect your family? How does that protect your family when you're at the shopping center or at a school?
That's what I just said that, Aztec. I said keep them out of the streets. Keep them out of the streets.
I definitely support carry. You should always be able to carry. A law-abiding good citizen isn't shooting people up. They're carrying their gun for defense.
I would like to go to Walmart and buy myself a sub sandwich and maybe a pair of shorts, right?
Not a submachine gun.
I don't expect to get shot there.
No, but if you had a gun, you'd have less. No, but if you had a gun and someone else's... Look, you can make all the laws you want stopping people from having guns in public. The problem is criminals don't obey laws. So while you take guns off of every law-abiding citizen, which is the majority, that isn't going to have one bearing at all on dodgy people carrying a gun.
Why are you so anti-gun then? I agree. I think people should be allowed to carry as long as they're trained and they know how to handle it.
What it's Tricky, is if they legalise guns in Australia, we could halve the population in over a month. Every bogan would be shooting their neighbours, and she'd be fucking on it. She'd be on.
Well, that's bad. That's bad.
It would, mate. It would.
I think the scenario you have to think about is like nuclear arms, right? Every country should have nuclear arms, or no one should have nuclear arms, because if some have and some don't, then they have leverage and advantage over others. And the same with guns. Either everybody carries or no one carries. But of course, that's fantasy world. But that's how I believe.
Honestly, it's all based on, hey, Zound, it's all based off of this. Law-abiding citizens in any country, right?
Yeah, which is the majority. The
problem is law-abiding citizens will sell their guns to criminals, and if not,
well, that's not law-abiding.
They hold on, they get stolen regardless. It doesn't matter. You put so many guns out. See, I would agree to the standpoint where maybe you're allowed to own a rifle, a couple of handguns, that's it. But when some families have like
That's an arsenal.
a fucking arsenal in their house, to me that's ridiculous.
To me, 2 guns and a rifle is an arsenal.
Why would you allow the local law officials to have AK-47s and military style weapons,
SWAT teams? All
well, why are they allowed to have it and you're not?
Right, I agree. No, we should be allowed to defend ourselves. That's what America's about.
Absolutely. That's what the Constitution's about. That's what your Bill of Rights is for.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
no, I'm on Aztec's side here, so you know.
The whole point of it is to defend you from a tyrannical government, not your fellow citizen. You know, people are just clueless to that. You know, and
that's a fact.
You know, half says Aussies would shoot each other in the first week, and you know, I imagine some people would.
For real, if they took every gun away, if they took every gun away, they took every gun away from an American. Guess what would happen? We'd all be dead. We already know that. Our government's crooked.
Yeah, well, look, let's say if tomorrow every Aussie, like Harv was saying, was allowed to have a weapon, you know, you'd have people like, what's his name, Cambo. You know, Cambo would drive 20 hours across the country to find Harv and shoot him. You know, you're not going to stop there being nut jobs. But that's it. You know, it's just those nut jobs. You know, the thing is, nut jobs don't obey the law.
I'd be waiting with an SLR automatic, see? These cunts would bring blocks and shit. I'd have them pegged before they ever get the turn off.
See, you fail to realize he's smart enough to create a bomb, so if anybody got close to him, they're gonna blow up within seconds. You don't get it.
And that's all you got to do, Tricky, is just look at the UK. In the UK, people aren't allowed to have guns. They haven't got guns. The police aren't allowed to get around with guns. Police do not carry weapons. They have special TRG units that will come out with weapons if they're needed. But your local plod, your local officers aren't walking around with a weapon on their hip. But look at the UK. It is the stabbing capital of the world. London, it's the stabbing capital of the world.
Well, it would be if they had guns.
People who want to kill people are going to do it regardless of what the means is. Whether or not guns are around has no bearing at all.
Hold on. Let me ask you guys a question. Do guns kill people or do people kill people? That's a simple answer right there.
That's what I said on Gaz's thing. Guns don't kill people, people kill. But my point is this. I think the big problem is...
poison.
Hang on, Tricky. Hang on a second.
I'm sorry.
I think the real problem, I know you're just saying, but the problem for me, as an outsider looking into a culture that I don't understand, is the distribution and who is allowed to have a gun. And this is very hard to put through as a process. But if somebody says, I want to buy a gun, and they go along to their local gun shop or whatever, they go, right, there's loads of forms to fill in. They have to go for 1 month training and be signed off by an authorized gun range guy. Their past has to be looked into, so they have some ID integrity and whatever. Then give that guy a gun. He's not going to sell that gun to a villain because they vetted him properly. It's the vetting, which is probably impossible to do, but that's the way to do it, and then it's more safe than before. That's how I look at it.
I agree with that. 100%. 100%. It won't happen though in America because politicians make money off this shit.
Right, but law-abiding citizens are also ineligible. You know what I mean? It won't stop. You know, giving the government the right to decide whether or not you as a citizen should be able to defend yourself from the government. That doesn't work. That defeats the whole.
Do you realize that they're like this, Aztec? They're like this. Our government, our politicians are like this. And I won't get too political because that gets bad. And I don't want Zounds to get struck. But hurry it up. Come on. For example, do you realize politicians want us to spend all our tax dollars on the fact that, hey, let's talk about gun control for the next fucking million years. When in reality, it shouldn't be talked about at all. It should be talked about fixing crime rate, fixing shit like that, fixing people, poverty. Poverty is a huge thing. They don't talk about that. You know why? We'll blame it on guns. Why do you think people got guns? They're starving. They're hungry, right? They are definitely hungry. I'm just saying, for example, guns ain't the problem. People are.
Yes, but people are also the people that are giving guns to people that shouldn't have them because they're easy to obtain. I don't mean on the black market. I mean, you know, I've seen the laws in certain states, how easy it is to get a gun. And that's what
but if you can't get a gun, Andy, you just put poison in their food, or you just get your car and run them down, or you just find a knife and stab them. I mean, you don't need a gun.
Way to kill them.
Isn't it ironic that Charlton Heston was the founder of the
I'm gonna make you a lemonade right now.
Tricky. Stop it! You talked over.
Sorry. Go again, Harold.
Yeah,
I'm just only chiming in, but you know, I always found it ironic that Charlton Heston was the leader of the fucking gun fucking let's everyone have one thing, you know. Charlton Heston, he played a gunslinger, a long shooter with a fucking rifle. But anyway, look, you talk about this all day. I actually come on because Az was on. Sorry, Andy. I wanted.
Oh, good on you. Good on you, Hal.
No, the reason being, two subjects I wanted to talk about, if anyone was interested, was UFOs or ghosts.
Oh, that's a subject maybe for another day. Let me just write that down next time I open a stream. No, that's
sure. I'll just say, Harv, that's a brilliant fucking topic, mate, because I can go off for about 15 minutes on ghosts and UFOs.
Oh, well, I've had two experiences I wanted to share with you, but if it's for another day, it's for another day.
No, it's okay. We'll shelve the gun. We'll shit the gun thing. We could go around in circles all day long. So
well, I just heard 40 minutes.
Hang on.
Yeah, I just heard an hour of it on Gaz's. I'm gunned out.
Yeah. Let me just close this subject. I think most people, on the panel here, Chuck's gone. Never talk to Chuck when he's on. Oh man. Anyway,
Chuck.
Okay. Hey, Chuck.
I will say this though, Zounds.
My name's Andy, not Zounds.
Okay, Andy. I'm sorry. I apologize. Andy, salute to you, brother. I mean this when I say it, though. 90% of the gun crimes in America is domestic. It means a husband shoots her wife, or it's not really the issue here. The issue here is mental health. Mental health, not guns.
Hang on, Tricky.
90% of murders are involved family on family here in America.
Can I say something?
Yeah, let Blue talk.
Go ahead, Blue.
I vote for ghosts and UFOs. Totally.
Yeah, Blue.
Yeah.
I just wanted to close this subject with a sort of. I just wanted to close this topic only.
I ended it to come here.
Yeah.
All right, can I finish it off? Look, most homicides and gun crime in America is black on black in places like Chicago. It's actually crime, gang-related activity.
That only counts for 10% of America.
You nearly got your sentence out, Az. You nearly got it out.
Nearly, but yeah.
I'm trying to tell Aztec that only counts for 10%
he was trying to
of
tell
America's
you
murders.
No, I think
he was trying to tell you something.
It's around the other way.
Just a quick word to Tricky.
People
have to learn. Tricky, there he goes again. He's going soon. Tricky, hold the thought and wait for a gap in the conversation. Don't go
There
to
we
somebody
go.
that's in mid-sentence. That's all I'm saying. It's
I'm
very
correcting
simple.
them when they're wrong.
It
He was
doesn't matter.
wrong.
Hold your thoughts and
He doesn't
speak at
have
the right
facts.
time.
I
No,
got
no,
him.
people will listen. People will listen to you more if you just hold the thought and give it at the right time. So we're closing the subject now because we're going around in circles. I think we all think that guns in the right, what's the word? If taken
right
care of
hands.
in the right, yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So we're moving on
Yeah,
now.
we all
to Harv.
agree the government should not be regulating
I'm
people being
sorry,
able
I
to
didn't
protect
mean to
themselves from the
interrupt
government.
everybody.
People
My
kill
bad.
guns, so we got you, Tricky. We got you, brother.
Yeah, we got you, mate. Okay, all right. I just wanted
I'll
to know where
learn.
Chuck went. He was the
First time
first
I've
one
been
on.
on
Say
a
hello.
Zounds panel, by the way, so you know.
Yeah, well,
First time
if
ever.
you're not
best write
careful, it
down
might
what
be the
you're gonna
last.
say and then say it later.
Come
Yeah.
on, dude. You know I'm just no. Don't make it the last.
No,
It's not
no,
fair.
but you got to be tricky. You have to be mature about conversations on a panel like it
I
should be
am.
done. It's just people say their thing and you wait for them to finish. And as long as all the others are doing that as well.
Tricky's still working on his social interaction in life.
Yeah.
Alcohol doesn't
Yeah.
always help that, Tricky. It doesn't always help.
Okay,
Andy
but
got
now
I
three
agree
words
with the
out there,
Aztec on
3
this.
words.
Guns ain't the problem. Guns ain't the problem. I agree
Yeah.
with the Aztec
Amen,
100%
brother.
on that one.
Amen.
Okay, now Harv has a new subject. So Harv, you kick it off, bro.
Well, I thought
Thank
we
you,
could
Harv.
start with ghosts. No, don't full screen me. Fuck off. Come on.
Oh,
talking to-
I hate that too.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
no.
Really?
Yeah.
Harv, you're a full screened avatar. Why are you mad?
No,
I
but-
actually show my face.
It's
Because
like the
it's
spotlight.
like you've been put up on stage where you
Yeah,
just
the
wanted to
big-
sit around with your mates at the table and chat with
Yeah,
everyone
and
else
the big-
around a
the
big,
big
but when you've
spotlights.
been putting the spotlights on
Yeah.
you, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of respect for Harv. So Harv,
That's
carry
all right.
on with this
too.
one. It's
I
a
love
great
Well,
topic, mate.
Well, Blue's interested, and I hope Az is, because I believe
I
there
am.
are people. I believe there are people who are receptors of ghosts. Is that fair enough to
Yeah,
say?
yes.
Could we
More
kick
in
on
tune,
from
yeah,
there?
more in tune with the other realm. Yeah.
And I'll take the floor for 1 minute, and I'll cut it short, and I'll tell you, Andy, an absolutely true story. Right? I moved
Okay.
into an old farmhouse on the Central Coast here, as knows it, on the Central Coast here in New South Wales. And I had a grey cat that ended up out of my divorce. I ended up with a cat. She got the house, the kids, I got the cat. But it was a pure grey cat, a light grey. Okay, very rare to look at that colour. And across the road from me was an old lady who was dying, and my cat was dying. But every morning I'd see my cat over on her veranda, and she contacted me and said, "I'm feeding your cat. You know it's dying of old age." I said, "Yeah, I do, but he likes the sun on your veranda." 2 weeks later, they both died. Pretty much on the same fucking day. She told me the cat went away because that's what they do, Blue. They go away to die.
They do. Yeah, they do. Well, some cats do. Some of my cats have actually died in my arms. I've picked them up and held them because, yeah.
Well, I didn't know the cat
you're right.
died, but I saw her daughter moving furniture out of the house. I said, "What's going on?" She said, "My mum died. She broke her hip, went into hospital and was dead 2 days later." And that's just after she told me the cat died. Right, this is where I'll cut it short. A month later, I've met this chick down at the fucking Davistown RSL club. On fucking New Year's Eve, I'm thinking, yeah, boy, Harv's in here. And I was. I took her home. We went home to my place, right? And I've got an inbuilt veranda. Like the old country houses used to have a wraparound veranda.
Yeah, awesome. I love them.
This house.
Hang on. Someone's got a really terrible feedback squealing in the background. Someone has a feedback. Is that you?
Anyway,
maybe Tricky? Is there a feedback you've got there going on?
Anyway, if anyone's still listening, cut a long story short, she got up during the night to go to the. She got up during the night to go to the toilet, which was inside. And because it had been raining, I had some clothes up on some rope inside and a washing basket half full of clothes. She's come back into bed and said, I didn't know you had a cat. I'd only met her 4 hours earlier. Listen, I'd never met her in my life, right? And I said, what do you mean I've got a cat? She said, there's a cat asleep in your fucking washing basket.
Wow.
The hairs on my neck stood up a bit. And I've gone, I thought I'll fuck her up here because there's no way on earth she'd know what colour the cat was if it was my cat.
Yeah.
That is dead. And I said to her, what colour is the cat? And she said, that's the funny thing, Harvard. It's pure grey. I've got, what the fuck, right? I didn't know what to say. Yeah, I didn't know what to say. So listen to this.
Hey, Andy, say no.
Right, Trick, yeah.
No,
So
someone.
about 2 hours later,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Every time. Yeah, no. Sorry, honey.
So about 2 hours later, she wakes me up in bed. This is about 4 in the morning. She goes, ah. I said, what? She said, ah. I said, fucking what? She said, look at the end of the bed. There's an old lady standing there.
Oh, the neighbour.
The neighbour.
Oh,
The neighbour.
no. Yeah, I believe it. That's freaky.
Yeah.
They're coming in to just tell you we're okay. And the neighbour was saying, I've got your cat. And the cat's saying, I'm with the neighbour. We're both cool. Yeah. Oh,
Not only
wow.
that,
I believe that shit.
Someone told me
Yeah.
years later that if you take the furniture out of the house where someone's been all their life, before they've been buried, they move along. And her and the cat moved straight over to fucking my place across the road.
Wow. Yeah, but they would have. Oh, crikey.
I didn't make one word of that up. I'd only just met this woman.
No, I believe you. No, I believe you. I've had an experience too. Yeah, I've had an experience. But I believe you totally. And they were telling you we've got each other. Your cat knew I was about to pass. I've got your cat, and the cat's got her, and they're together, and they're there to just look over you, and that's awesome.
But Blue, I couldn't see him. I couldn't see the cat or the old lady.
No. Some people, yeah, exactly.
But my girlfriend that I met 4 hours ago could. And there's no way she could make up that I had a grey cat in my washing basket and an old lady at the end of our fucking bed.
I have to say, I think Dan at the moment's freaking out because he thinks cats are all ghosts or something similar.
Yeah.
Oh no, ghost cats are the worst. Ghost cats are the worst.
Ghost cats.
I have two cats. Are you telling me they're gonna kill me when I sleep?
When you're dead, they might eat you.
Right, the whole lot of that went over Tricky's head. The whole fucking lot of it.
Look, I believe
he's made out. Yeah.
Hey, Harv, that's a great story,
dude. I swear to God, I got a cat right now. All it likes me for is the food I give it, and she's Skippy. She will get all skittish, and she'll be like, "Open the basement door." So I gotta open the basement door like 25 times a day just to let her up and down.
You're actually in the basement. You're in the basement.
No. I'm saying I let her in the basement, but I'm saying like I'm afraid she might attack me one night in my sleep. Is that possible?
Not a chance. Not a fucking chance.
No. You're sort of going off topic.
But if I was a cat, I'd attack you and rip your head off every night.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I would scratch your eyes out. Yeah. I would. I'd scratch your eyes out.
I like this guy. See, I told you I liked her.
Yeah.
I'm agnostic, so I don't.
I got it, Tim.
You can take pills for that, by the way.
No,
sorry.
agnostic. You know, it's not. I'm not an atheist, and I'm not a believer in God. I just sit in the middle, and I listen
You're
to
on the
all. You
fence.
know, I'm not a.
You're,
Yeah,
you're on the
I
fence.
just,
Yeah.
I'm open to listening to all things. I'm not.
Is
I'm
that
just
the word
me.
for it? agnostic?
Ag, gnostic. Yeah,
Oh,
agnostic.
agnostic.
Yeah, that's agnostic. It's just I don't
Yeah.
believe in God, and I'm not an atheist. I'm very
Well-
open to listening to all. I'm very much more spiritual,
Yeah.
and I do believe in what you said, Harv, because I had an experience once that was freaky as fuck. So I can't deny it either. When you've seen something,
Well, tell us the
or
experience,
experience-
Blue. Don't leave us.
Oh, okay. I was just laying on my side in
Yeah,
bed,
tell us.
sleeping, and I opened my eyes, and my closet door that I was facing was open, and there were two children standing there, little ones, about 3 or 4, a girl and a boy, and they were just standing there staring at me when I opened my eyes in the closet. And I freaked the fuck out, as you would. I mean, honestly, I freaked the fuck out. And then I just shut my closet door. And I mean, I don't actually know what happened after that, but it wasn't until I looked back and thought, holy shit, were they? My mum lost twins, a boy and a girl, when,
Really?
you know, when they were born. And so I wondered if it was them, you know, I wondered if it was them. I don't know. But I saw them, you know what I mean? I remember waking up and I opened my eyes and I looked to the open closet door and there was a little girl and a little boy, same height, everything, just looking at me. And I was like, oh my God.
I had a good
What?
friend that came. I had a good friend that came out of the closet. I was quite scared, but then he introduced me to his boyfriend.
Was he holding your slippers, Andy?
Absolutely.
No,
Hey,
things
Andy,
happen.
Andy,
Yeah.
Andy, thank you for allowing me on your panel tonight. That was awesome. But I want to say one thing to you, Andy, Mr. Zounds, whoever it is. I want to say this to you, brother. I love the people on your panel. You guys take care. You guys have a good night. Make sure, subscribe to Mr. Bitch Ass here. I'm just kidding, Andy. But salute to everybody in the chat. Salute. You guys have a good night. Tricky is out. Hey, Blue Topaz. Blue Topaz. By the way, I still love you, sweetheart. You can hate me all you want, but I still love you. Fuck off.
Yeah. Till the next time you abuse her or whatnot.
Yeah,
we
until the
know.
next time he calls me an 90-year-old dry vagina cunt. Yeah, until that time, cheers, Tricky.
Hey, listen, guys, I have a quick quest. I need to go off and get some supplies, and there's no other admin on here. So can I trust you just to take care? Harv will, as will, Blue will. I'm safe. I'm in safe hands.
Yeah, you're
If
safe.
somebody comes on this, you can't let anybody on anyway. So okay.
No,
all right.
we can't. We can't let anyone on. And
watch out for soy dogs, Andy. Watch out for those soy dogs.
I will, mate. I will, mate. And the bird called Harv. I'll watch out for him as well.
So anyway, that was my ghost story. I'd love to talk to you about the aliens.
It happens. And honestly, really quickly, sorry, before I forget, and then I'll go on mute and you guys talk. I know another woman, I've known a lot of things have actually happened to me that I think, whoa, okay, what the fuck is that? And that's why I sit in being agnostic, because it's like, I don't know if you call it God but I do think there's more to this realm of where we are now, where I do think there must be. Because the shit happens, man. I've seen stuff I mean, exactly, a woman told me too that, she told me once that she believes her grandson is her son who passed, and it wasn't. It was only because he said the grandson said something that was exactly what the son would say, da da da, and then when the grandson wasn't looking, she called out the son's name, and the grandson turned around and looked at her and just sort of nodded. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, fuck, yeah. So she knew that the grandson was the son that had passed. It was like, holy fuck, what? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit like that happens in life that you can't deny happens. You know, you see the shit you see, or you feel the shit you feel.
What do you do when you say something about it? Everyone thinks you're fucking off your chops.
Oh, I don't care, Hub. I mean, it's my reality, and it's what I've experienced. If you think I'm off my chops, it doesn't. I don't care. I don't care.
We already know you're off your chops, so it doesn't matter how. Just come out. We won't feel any differently, though.
But the funny thing is, I didn't see any of this. I'm not a receptor. I'm only going by what a girl
I'll tell you.
said.
Yeah, I heard you. I'll tell you a similar type of situation. Me and the boys bought a house, right?
Yeah.
And we moved into this house. And I tell you, the freaky shit that happened in this house every fucking week for months and months and months. And I mean, it was weird shit. I was fucking waking up in the night, sleepwalking, the TV and shit would get put on in the middle of the night when no one's up. Fucking, just all sorts of freaky shit would keep happening. There was like, I don't know that my boys paid so much attention, but I sure as fuck was, because something was grabbing my legs in them. And something was grabbing.
Legs. No,
something
was. Yeah.
No, I'm not joking. I'm absolutely serious. Something was grabbing my legs in the night.
I believe
and I would wake up to the feeling of someone grabbing hold of both of my legs. And another thing that was happening was I would wake up and there would be these little. Hang on, let me finish. I would wake up.
It freaks me. I know. Believe you, it freaks me the fuck out though.
I would wake up in the night to a bad feeling, or not a bad feeling, just a feeling that someone's in the room. And next thing, there'd be these little white lights in the room, and all they do is float around. I don't know what they were doing, but they would float around. Right. Okay. So this all went on for about 5 months, right? And it was really doing my head in. I was getting tired. I was getting worn out. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
And what happened was one day this cat rocked up on our back doorstep and it wouldn't leave. And it literally sat on our back doorstep. It was only a young cat, but it sat on the doorstep and starved, right? And after a while, about a couple of weeks, we decided, you know what, going to have to start feeding this poor bloody thing. So we started feeding it, but from the second we fed it, it came inside and just made itself at home, right?
Yeah.
And it just did not leave. So we now had this cat. The cat treated it like it was its house. And eventually the neighbours came around from a couple of doors down and they said, oh, we think you've got our cat, you know, blah, 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 blah. It looks like this. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we do. All right, we'll stop feeding it. But this cat would not go back to them. It hated them. And it just was glued to our house. And what happened was we only had this cat for about 2-3 weeks, and suddenly I realised, holy shit, all the weird shit that had been going on for the first 4 or 5 months living in this house completely stopped overnight. Wow. Completely stopped. Everything. There was no more waking up. There was no more weirdness in the night. Nothing was grabbing my legs anymore. Nothing was fiddling with the TV. And yet here's this cat. So I will agree with you that I think there's something about cats. I think they're attuned to being with familiar spirits or something.
Yeah, my story had a cat in it.
And that's right. And I think the cat is someone who used to live in the house and has died or passed or something. And the cat is a familiar spirit, has come back to live there and be there. You know what I mean? And once it did and could live there again, all the bullshit in the house stopped. All of it.
Right.
Is it the house or the cat? Is it the house or the cat?
No, because the spirit had a vessel now to belong and be in there.
That's what I think.
Lou, I forgot to finish up on my story because months later I broke up with that lady, and I was seeing a woman who was in a loveless marriage who used to like a bit of a. We didn't have sex, but she liked coming around my place with her girlfriends. And one of her friends one night was walking around the place and she said, "Oh, do you know we used to live here?" I've gone, "Get the fuck out of here." There was a cemetery just up the road, by the way. And I said, "Fuck, do you used to live here?" She said, "Yeah." She said, "We had to move." I said, "Why?" She said, "Because this place is haunted."
Right.
And I'd met her like 5 minutes earlier.
Wow.
5 minutes
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So can I ask as a question? So I know what I think of you as that I know of you. You're pretty scientific, with all your facts and everything.
Oh yeah,
and what you believe.
I'm not into this shit at all. I don't believe in ghosts like that.
I know. But is there a part of you that can't deny what you've experienced and you can't explain it?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was weird. It was
and
weird.
That's how I feel. And that's why I say I'm agnostic, because it's like I don't believe in God. I don't believe in being an atheist, but there's more to this life that I can't fucking explain, because there's shit that's happened that has been too weird to not think there's possibly another
Something
realm
going
out
on.
there. There's something goes on, man.
As I haven't even finished my story yet. It morphed into more.
Sorry,
Go.
go, darling.
No, it keeps coming to me because months later I'm thinking, am I going mad or whatever? And I'm having smoko with my boss one morning, and he's a very nice guy, and his wife's beautiful, and sane as, and I thought, fuck, I've got to tell someone this story about the cat now, a woman, So I told him during smoko, and he fucking looked at me and said, "Come round to our house tonight for dinner." Went round there and he told me what had happened to him. Same thing as their young daughter's bedroom. The Venetian blinds used to flutter up by themselves. The television would come on and off, and the volume would rise. And what topped it off was they had a little girl's push bike upside down on the seat and the fucking handlebars, fixing a tyre. They fucking walked out of that room and that thing was spinning 100 miles an hour with no one in the room. So they told me, long story short, that they got a fucking medium where you invite a medium into your house with incense. You lock you close all the doors and windows, back door, all the windows, and you leave the front door open. You start from the end of the house with the incense going into every room chanting, "Ghost, you are not welcome here anymore."
It out,
Yeah. This is the story they told me, and I thought I was crazy, right? I'm going, what the fuck? And his missus is in hysterics. She said, "We haven't finished." So what happened was, it turned out they lived across the road from an old stables, and the people knocked it down, and apparently the stables were haunted. So anyway, this thing apparently is now in their house. So they've done this, and they got it, the incense all the way to the front door, closed the front door. That fucking thing never come back, right? I haven't finished the story. Haven't finished the story. And they're laughing. They go, "Guess what happened?" I said, "What?" They said 3 months later, a neighbour they've never really spoken to next door except to wave as they're putting the bins out, knocked on their door and said, "I don't know how to tell you this or explain it." He said, "But I think my house is haunted." That fucking ghost next door.
Oh my god.
How the fuck does that happen, man?
Wow. That's weird. Well, obviously it was if they had the balls to come over and tell you.
Yeah. And my boss and his missus wondered where the fuck that ghost went. It went next door.
Spun out. So so originally you said you want to talk about UFOs and ghosts. How did the UFOs work in with the ghosts?
Well, it was two different subjects, obviously.
Oh, okay.
But for the record, I've never seen a ghost or a dead cat or a fucking old lady. But
Yep.
for the record, I do believe I have seen UFOs on twice occasions.
And what'd they look like?
Well, the first one, the same boss, right? We're driving from the entrance to Budgewoi, which is a straight road next to the ocean. And it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And we look to the right up in the sky, and here's two fucking, it was about, you'd have to say 4 kilometres away, right? Up in the sky. Not right up, like about 20 degrees. And here's two dots travelling at fucking Mach 2, you know, and we're going, what the fuck's that? And he saw it, and I saw it, and he looked at me, and we both believed him. Goes, we go, what the fuck's that? And I took my fucking sunglasses off and had a look, and they were gone.
You couldn't see them.
Yes, exactly. As soon as I put them back on, there they are. And I said to him, take your glasses off and have a look. He did, they're gone, put them back on. Polaroid glasses. There's my
Polaroids. Yeah.
Next minute, these two fucking things just shot straight out to fucking sea. Nothing in the world could go that quick. Then they've stopped. And they started playing chasing each other through the fucking sky in circles and fucking in directions that fucking, and then they just went fucking gone. Gone. That was my first experience. Sober as a fucking judge, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, heading to another job. The next experience I got up about 2 in the morning to have a piss. I was living downstairs. So I just went round to the side of the house to have a piss in the fucking lawn, you know. And I'm looking up at the sky thinking, how fucking clear is this tonight, you know? A winter sky it was. Stars everywhere. All of a sudden I see a fucking, not a shooting star, a falling star. Or almost one that went down and then just moved a bit left and then down and moved a bit right. And I thought, fuck, that's weird. It was bright as. And I'm fucking looking at it thinking, that's fallen pretty weird. The fucking thing stopped and went back up. I'm going,
Yeah, right.
I'm fucking losing it here. Next minute, the fucking thing drops again, goes left, goes right. I'm talking miles away, and then just went fucking zoos. God. So that's my 2 UFO encounters.
Oh, I missed that bit. Never mind. I'll hear it again, no doubt. I tell you, I mean, I love all this stuff. I wanted to go to Blue on this one. I remember when I was about 40, speaking to like a 65-year-old or something, saying to him, I'm worried about, you know, getting near death when I get older. And he said, don't worry, Andy. The older you get, nature kicks in and you don't start worrying about it anymore. And to a certain extent, that is true. But you also become more spiritual, which is a way, I guess, nature sort of says, hey, there's something afterwards. There's something afterwards.
No, I disagree. I disagree. I've always been a bit of a hippie and very spiritual, but I swear, but at the time I hit 50, I dread death and I think about death and I hate thinking I could die. So yeah, no, apart from that, I was always like understanding there was more to this world. I couldn't explain it. I know I've seen stuff that is definitely from somewhere else that like I don't believe in coincidences. I mean, sometimes like I have had so many things happen in my life. Like I will think of someone I haven't seen in so long and I'll ring the next day or I'll see them the next day, things just happen all the time, in my life. That is so I believe we're like a chess set in a way, like people
Andy. Let's not ignore the chat. Maybe take 5
I can well,
yeah,
Blue,
I'll take a look. Go, Az.
I can tell you,
Az is an atheist, by the way.
An atheist.
But I will. Can I just finish by saying, I still feel to this day, numerous times, all the time, like a cat is jumping on my bed. You know that feeling of a cat jumping up on your bed? Oh God,
Well,
I get that all
feel
the
that
time.
too, because I do
Yeah,
have a
all
cat
the
jumping
time.
on my bed. But what you said a minute ago, Blue, it only just registered with me when you think about someone you haven't seen for fucking years. Next day you see them in a shopping centre, and you go,
Oh yeah,
"How the
no,
fuck?"
it's weird. There's too many coincidences
Yeah,
happen in your
what's your
life
thoughts on
sometimes.
that, Az?
Yeah, yeah. It's very, very
That
odd.
happens to me a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, hey,
very odd.
Andy decided, fuck you guys. I'm going. Bloody hell.
But I do feel a cat jumping on my bed all the time, like all the time, And I mean, I've had a lot of cats in my life, a lot. And so, and I always, and it wakes me up and I look over and no, it's not one of my cats I have now. They're not
Well,
there.
I think it's all to do with energy. I mean, no, I wasn't meaning that in disrespect, saying you're atheist. I've heard you over the years. I know what your beliefs are on all this. So I was just bringing you into the conversation, saying there's nothing when you're dead.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I'm definitely not atheist. I definitely believe in God.
Hey?
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
do?
definitely. No, I'm definitely a God-fearing, person.
Oh, okay.
But in the biblical sense, like the biblical God, the Abrahamic God,
Right.
not this person up in the clouds. Like you can't think for a minute that God is a person or a being like you and me. That's where people that's the start of people's thinking going wrong.
Can you help me understand as because I'm very ignorant. I've never ever read a Bible in my life. But so no, I haven't. And so I'm being honest. Is Jesus who went on the cross, is that God or is Jesus
Son of God.
God's son?
Son of God. Son of God.
I went
Right.
straight to the part about sex.
I have asked that question of numerous Christians and people that believe in God, and they can't give me the answer. So
okay. So in the Bible, Jesus is the sacrifice. Okay, he's the one being sacrificed. He's not God making the sacrifice. You know, could you imagine being a dad and sacrificing your own son? How much that would fucking hurt? How painful that would be? How fucking I don't even know how you could do it. Right? So I don't understand why people pray to Jesus to begin with. That's just weird to me. He was the sacrifice, not the one making the sacrifice. You know. So, and if you look at in the Bible, Jesus actually walks around saying, "How long must I suffer these idiots?" You know what I mean? Whenever he prayed to God, whenever he prayed to the Father. So if he was God, how's he praying to the Father all the time? When Jesus would pray to the Father, he would say, "Please take this cup from me. I don't want to die for these morons." You know, like he didn't want to go through it. He didn't want to do it.
Let me be slightly clear. There's the First Testament or the Old Testament and the New Testament. Let's just go to the Old Testament. The Old Testament was written to be not a novel, but to get over in a language that people understood. So it was flowery, it was exaggerated.
No, so layman's terms, you're saying?
But also false. It was to sell books. You know, they wanted to sell the Bible. And the Old Testament, you can't take very seriously. The Red Sea's parting and all that. No, they crossed on low tide and whatever. It's not plausible. The New Testament is the one that you need to look at. And there's as many holes in that as my vegetable sieve. So you know,
how did the people that wrote the New Testament know what went on of the old times with Jesus? And I'm sorry that I'm ignorant to this, so I'm just asking you because I've asked many people that come to knock on my door. I've asked this shit and no one can answer me. So
No, they
don't
understand.
How can the people that wrote the New Testament know what went on back then if the Old Testament was really not?
Prophets.
No, there's no such thing as the Old Testament or the New Testament. The Holy Bible as a whole is a collection of books. It's a collection of books. It's actually the Holy Bible is actually 77 different books written by 42 different authors, I believe, or from way back thousands of years ago,
up to the recent millennia. It wasn't written in one language. You're talking about it's written in Greek, Aramaic, Hebrew, and then when you go
cool.
back,
The
you know,
Quran
people
is the Bible in a different language.
What you're missing here is, and I hate to fucking say it, but religion, the way a lot of us look at it, is it's full of fucking pedophile priests. I hate to say it. Like, how does that come in?
Oh my God.
It is. In
Well,
Australia, in Australia, they are rife, fucking rife in all the country
That's what's
towns.
that's what
but Harv,
celebrity does that to you, you know.
there's no such thing as a church in the Bible.
Absolutely.
That's completely foreign to the Bible.
Yeah.
All these people running around
got-
saying they're Christians, all these churches, they're completely anti what the scripture actually says.
The God says a church is wherever you want to make it. It can be in your bathroom, but let's not talk about Timmy. It can be anywhere, you know. It can be.
At least he's drinking the wine. He's getting the wine part right.
Yeah. He just needs the fish and the loaves, and then it'll be set.
Look, it's been tainted. It's been tainted long.
Oh, it has. Look, Harv, Christians think there's a heaven after you're dead. You know, they think there's a hell after you're dead. You know, the Bible's very clear. When you're dead, you're dead. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. This is all you've got. Make the most of it.
Hang on a minute. This
Here we
is
go,
where
Blue. Go for it, girl.
Okay, so this is where I get confused, because as you go, when you're dead, you're dead.
Yeah, I'm
However,
with Blue.
you have also said that you've experienced things like Harv and I, where they are outside of this realm that we can't explain. So
No,
if
they're
there's
in.
things
No,
out-
no,
no, so
no,
hang on, let me finish. So if there's things outside this realm that we can't explain, as in spirits or spirit animals, spirit people that are coming back, you said that yourself. How do you explain that or cross over that? How do you understand that in your mind? That's why I say I'm agnostic, because I can't explain it.
Hang on a second. Can we all hold that thought and get ready for your reply as you're next? I just want to address the chat just for a moment, if you guys don't mind. Hello, Gloria. Sorry, those Old Testament is infallible, God's holy word. Well, there you go. And that's your opinion. And, you know, well done, you know.
I'm the same.
Ty Tim says, because the New Testament was live streamed. They were all on Ashawaka, so anything's live streamed when you're on that shit. I tell you that. Blue, hey Texas, everyone's saying hello to everybody. I love it. I'm feeling the love in the chat. Gloria, Jesus, Lord and Savior. I mean, you know, there is nothing. No, I was going to say my piece, and that's unfair because I told everyone to hold their thoughts. So as you carry on, I'll say my piece when you're all finished. Go on, go for it.
Yeah. So Blue, to answer you, what these things are, even though we don't know what they are, they're not outside this realm. They're very much in this realm. It's just we don't perceive them because we get around materialistically with our five senses, and we don't. We're not attuned to everything.
Five senses is not enough, is it?
No, that wasn't an answer for me. That wasn't a good enough answer for me.
What was your question again, Blue? What was your question?
Well, she's saying, how can I believe there's nothing after death, and yet I know the cat thing happened in my situation, and that's because
that is too coincidental and outside, and you believe there's something. You said even there is some things that happen in your life that seem to be outside this realm that are doing stuff that we can't explain.
That's right, but it's in this realm, part of right here, right now. It's not after or outside of your life.
Okay.
Everything's here right now. Just because you can't perceive it doesn't mean it's something to do with crossing death and life.
Right.
Like you can watch it, and I highly recommend you watch it. There's a BBC little documentary that was done called "The Boy Who Lived Before," and it's about this little boy in the UK. And from the minute he could get his words together, he kept telling his mum he wants to go see his mum He wants to go see this.
Barrow,
There you go.
The
Yeah,
plain
yeah,
land,
yeah, that's
the
it.
plain land on the
Yeah,
beach.
that's the one.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
that was a
There you go.
brilliant. That was so
Yeah, isn't it?
brilliant.
Isn't it? Okay, so take that for example. Here's a little boy who everyone is like, "Holy shit, this kid's reincarnated."
Yeah,
And yet
yeah.
I believe
in reincarnation.
but Blue,
That's the
yeah,
next.
but Blue.
That's the next topic. Hang on, that's the next
Okay.
topic.
All right.
Reincarnation.
But,
I believe
okay,
in
but
it. Yeah.
all right, but stick with that. Stick with that documentary. Look what happened when they got to Barry. When they got there, the little boy sort of recognized it, and he just went really solemn. Do you remember how he went from being excited that they're going to go? He can't wait. He can't wait to get back to his house and his life and the beach and his memories and all the rest of it. But when they got there, it was like this big sorrow came over him. This big quiet sorrow because nothing quite fit, nothing quite married up. The names weren't right.
No,
You know,
the sorrow came over him because he missed his old family and his old
there
mum
was
and dad and his old family.
no, this is what I'm saying. There is some connection there. There is some connection, I admit, but he's not a reincarnated person, and that documentary shows that he's not a reincarnated person because none of the details were correct, but lots were. So there is some sort of crossover between people here, like some collective consciousness that can be reborn, reshaped, but it's not you, the individual. So I don't believe in ghosts coming back that could be an individual person. You know what I mean?
No, I'm fascinated to always talk this out. I'm not interested to talk with people that are all Jesus and God and they're the be all and end all and they're not open to discuss. I'm always open to discuss thoughts and opinions and things you've experienced and the way you see things. Like I really am. Like how can I ask you a question like honestly, this happened to me when I was young. We went to a place, me, my mum, my dad, me, my brothers, we went to a place and I was like, oh, I remember coming here and around the corner there's this like little cottage and there's this and that, and mum said to me, no, we've never been here. And I said, yeah, we have. And and I was explaining exactly what happened around the corner and and she was like, no, we've never been here. And exactly what I described was around the corner. What I remember that very clearly. Like, what the fuck is that?
So is your lineage your lineage all in New Zealand?
Yeah,
your lineage
New Zealand. Yeah. But it's still, what the fuck is that?
Okay. Well, let me put this. Let me maybe give just food for thought. This is just a seed. It's just food for thought. Okay. When families have kids like me, for example, I would have one set of grandparents that say, "Oh, I look like such and such. I look just like such and such." And yet, if I went out to my parents, my dad's parents, and I'd be sitting around with them, they wouldn't think I looked like anyone in their family tree. But my nan would often sit there and she would just remark how much I am like a great uncle that I never met him. But my exact responses to things, my exact attitude towards things, the way I see the world are all exactly Andy. So just like you inherit your looks and your genes, you also inherit your consciousness. I don't know. Sorry. I just need to stop you. I don't understand what you're saying, darling. And I don't mean to be rude. Like, what do you mean? Because your family, we had apparently never been there as a family, and I was excited because we were about to come up to a place that I remembered that my mum told us we'd never been to. And when we rounded the bends and that, it was exactly as I described it. And I remember, and it's like, see? We've been here before. That's right. It's like the little boy going to Barry. But you see, if you've got someone in your lineage, like a great uncle or a great grandmother or someone who loved going to that place and they knew it, and what's happened is as you've come along, you've inherited your genes. You've inherited your genes that make up your body, but you've also inherited your awareness, your consciousness, your way of thinking.
Their soul. Hang on. This is where we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yes, you see.
My
And then
great
he doesn't-
grandfather drank
Okay.
sherry, was an alcoholic. Ha! I'm on it now.
Thank you for that, Half. Thank you. Thank you for the input there, Half. Well done.
Oh, it
No,
makes sense.
no,
It makes sense.
that's the nitty gritty between someone that's agnostic and Az who does believe in God. We both believe there's somewhat of a consciousness that we can't explain that
Yeah.
shit happens. Do you know what I mean? And that's where there's
Yeah.
this meshing of we can't explain that in the middle of what we both believe. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
don't believe.
Okay.
We both yeah.
Let me say what I think. First of all, it's all hearsay because we never know. That's number one. The future, what is the meaning of life and all that business, no one knows. No one knows, because if they did know, then that would be the cult of all times. No one knows. What I not object to, but the religion has made people's beliefs more into a regimental with laws that they did, not what our Lord, or whatever you want to call it, our Creator gave. They made it to fit into their own agenda. Listen to this. Why in the church, especially in poor countries, and Thailand is there as well, everything is covered in gold? Why is everything covered in gold? You go to the South America, mainly Catholic, and you'll see all the sepulchres all in gold. You see the host cup, whatever, the chalice, that's all in gold. Everything is dripped in gold because they want to make an impression. Why do they want to make that impression? Because the other people going in the congregation don't have any money. They're poor people. They're poor countries. So everything is in gold. Buddhas are in gold. Why gold? Why is it not like, I don't know, any other wood or anything else? It's to impress and to push their point over. You follow us, you're going to be okay, because look at us, we're wealthy.
Clickbait.
Now,
Clickbait.
there's clickbait. Well said. So I feel that religion has diversified people's beliefs because they try to put them into a box where these are the rules, and most of the rules for most religions are done by human beings, not by some divine, spirit or whatever. The divine spirit just said one thing: love thy neighbor. Because if you love thy neighbor, you don't murder, steal, covet the neighbor's wife, and do all those things that we shouldn't do. It's one simple thing. We join everybody gets on with everybody, and then the whole egg that the Creator has created will join together. We're fragments at the moment. His big objective is to unite everybody together so that you treat everyone as your own family, as your own brother and sister. It's love. That's all it is. It's just pure love. And don't forget, he doesn't have any time. So that could have happened yesterday, as far as we're concerned. We don't know. We're just in our own little time zone here. It could have already happened. We could all be in heaven. We all could be in heaven now. We don't know, because we're just stuck in our little time zone thing here. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's just, I believe there is one Creator, whether he be AI, computers, and everything. I have no idea. It could be all one big computer game.
We'll see in the Bible, Andy. That's not the God. The Creator. Everyone thinks, all these Christians, they all think they're worshiping the Creator of the universe, the Creator of the planet, or all the rest. They don't realize the Bible starts with Abraham. It is so far into the course of the earth, it's not funny. They don't realize that half of those first books are all Sumerian texts. That's all Sumerian knowledge. The Bible actually starts with the God of Abraham, and the God of Abraham isn't this guy off in the clouds or this creator or anything of the sort. It's everyone is miles off track.
Let's start talking about infinity. If infinity is never ending, where did it start? Ty Tim has just said, what came first, Andy, the chicken or the egg? And I mean, that is the biggest question of all time. What did
the chicken?
Well, it had to be, didn't it? Because otherwise the egg would not be laid, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
and so therefore the chicken had to be made.
Had no belly button. It had no belly button there, so it was from God.
Well done, Ty Tim. Ty Tim's come up with a nice musical classic because he played for a band that Az doesn't know who he played for, and I do, and I'm not going to tell Az. But Linda Carlisle's Soul Heaven is a place on earth. Yeah, it can be.
Oh, that's 100%. The Bible is very clear on where heaven is. There's no mistaking where the kingdom of heaven is. The Bible is very, very clear, and it's in the hearts of the living. So if you die, how the hell are you going to heaven if you die when heaven only exists in the hearts of the living? And that fits with all other tradition. You are only survived by those who loved you. You're only survived by your loved ones, and when they forget about you, that's it. You're gone.
As heaven is a state of mind. It's what? Sorry, Hodge.
Yeah. So hang on a
Sorry.
minute. Aren't you
The Dead Sea Scrolls? Yeah, Hal's right. Hal's right.
Yeah, exactly. If it's underwater, the Jehovah's think the religion is the Dead Sea Scrolls in the fucking Dead Sea somewhere.
I still go back to we're all being diverse by religion and the corporate side of religion. I don't want any pope or any archbishop or the only guys I actually look at are these Buddhist guys that just say it as it is. Just lead your life as you can.
I agree with you. Yep.
It's not a religion. Buddhism is not a religion. It's a way of life.
Yep.
You do that. Whatever's going to come next, you're okay. You're going to get in through the front door. Whatever that is, whether it be reincarnation or whether I just believe that this was, it's too freaky.
Yeah, but that's where all religions start, Andy, is convincing the ego, the mind, convincing the ego that you're going to be saved on a floppy disk and brought back to life later.
Yeah, peace of mind.
Well, why would you buy into that at all? I mean, at some stage you become 30, you've lived some life, you should have some brains about you. At some stage you're 40, you've lived some life, you've got some brains about you. Why would you believe for a second anyone who tells you anything about once you're dead and rotten in the ground and your breath of life is gone, that you'll be reincarnated anywhere?
No.
I believe in reincarnation. That's my belief. Do you know what I don't like though? I don't like when it gets into the subject of religion and people get really fucking pissed off because they're so stuck on what they believe in.
That's what I'm saying, Blue.
I accept everyone for what they believe in and what they've experienced in life, but I do not like someone knocking on my door and preaching to me and telling me that if I don't go to church, I am going to go to hell. And it's like that pisses me off. And I'll tell you, I want to tell you guys now, this is an absolute the truth of what happened to me. And I don't want any sympathy from it. I'm not pity partying. I just want to tell you this is my experience, and I'll give you 2 examples of people that believe in God and Christianity and all the shit and all that. And this is why I don't believe in it and I don't like it, because I feel like they provoke you to you're going to hell, and this absolutely turned me off, and I would never want to read the Bible in my life. One is I had friends that were Christians, so-called Christians. They would smoke like a train, drink like fucking no end. They would swear like troopers. And they asked me one day, do you go to church, Blue? And I was like, no, I don't go to church. I don't, believe in that. And they were like, oh, you're going to go to hell, eh? And I was like, huh? And they were like, you're going to go to hell, that you don't go to church. And I said to them, well, if that's God and he's going to send me to hell because I don't go to church and not lead like a good life or try to be a good person or try to be nice to people, then I don't want to believe in your God. That's bullshit. I mean, really? He's going to care that I went to church? Isn't the whole point of like going to heaven that you believe in? That you're just you try and be the best. You're trying to be the best you can be, and you're trying to improve yourself all the time. You're trying to learn from your mistakes. Isn't that the point? So if you're going to tell me that I have to actually go to church, no, that's not my first thing. My second thing is the day that my brother took his own life, Christian people knocked on my door. No joke. They knocked on my door the day he took his life in my car, and I found him. And they knocked on my door and they were like, blah, 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 blah. And I screamed at them crying, where was your God when my brother, felt he needed to take his life? Okay, no, listen, and I don't want any pity, and I'm not, this is just the truth. And they said, well, he obviously didn't believe in God, and now he's going to have to repeat his sins in hell every day. And I said, you can get fucked. And I slammed the door in their face. So you wonder why I don't believe in, give a shit about Christians or people that believe in God. It's fucked up. It's
if you want to believe, you can't finish with this one. There's so many points.
And I don't bring to mean I don't mean to bring the mood down, and I don't want pity for anyone, honestly. But these are the things that you experience in life. Do you know what I mean? So it's like
I think where it went all wrong. I think our Creator went wrong by giving humans free will, because once He gave them the free will, look what happened. Before free will, it was perfect. We were under a dictatorship. Great.
No,
we'll look after you. Don't eat that apple. Don't eat that apple. I want that apple. Don't eat that apple. I want that apple.
I've got to laugh at Internet Monster. Can we just laugh for a second, honestly? Internet Monster said, if you go to church but you don't put anything in the collection basket, you also go to hell.
Well, I got what he said, though. Read behind the lines. Read behind the lines, and that's what it's all all
about money. It's a business. A lot of it is a business, in my opinion. I agree.
Okay, but I don't see the problem. If you've got billions of people across the planet who believe what people tell them, and they can't pick up the book themselves and read it for themselves, then what can you blame all these churches for ripping people off? And
absolutely. That's what Google's
you can't. Yeah,
that's what Google's for. I remember reading a bumper sticker in Rome saying, God drives Fiats. And I wondered what that meant. And then I found out that the Vatican owns 85% of Fiat shares.
Well, my first
car was a
Fiat.
Andy, one of the greatest traditions, if you're religious in Thailand, is when the Thais pass across on the side of the road, they toot their horn out of respect. Every time I pass across here in Australia now, every fucking time, I'll bless their soul. I don't know if it helps me, but it might make me a better person. But I say, God bless your soul, whoever the fuck.
No, it doesn't make you a better person. What it does, Harv, is it makes you feel nice inside that
makes you feel nice. But really, what's happening is what's really happening though is they're laying there resting in peace by the side of the road. Next thing along comes Harv going fucking and then Jesus, ruining the rest.
You gotta wake them up, man. You gotta let them know.
Can I address the chat just for one thing? Because Gloria has, and it's her opinion, and there's nothing absolutely wrong with that. And we're behind you, Gloria. She's been saying about, God saves and all this, which is fine. La, da, 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 da. She says the Vatican is satanic. So I'd like to ask Gloria, what religious group does she belong to? Is it Latter Saints? What's that one? Latter Saints?
Gloria does.
No, the Latter Saints days. LS, not LSD.
Come up, Gloria.
That's Mormons. That's the Mormons, the Church of Latter-day Saints. Latter-day Saints.
Oh, that's the one. I'm wondering whether, which is absolutely, you belong to whoever you want. You're not doing any harm to anybody. And some people need a belief system that is in black and white, Other people have a belief system they can't explain.
I understand everyone has different Like, mate, if I'm about to have an accident, I'm going, fucking help me, God, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
You know?
Look,
Me and
If
Harbour on the
I'm
same.
swimming,
Me and Harbour on
if
the
I'm
same
swimming
page.
from a
I
shark,
feel.
Blue,
I
if I'm
feel.
swimming
Me
from
and
a shark,
me and
I'm
Harbour are
saying the fucking
agnostic,
prayers,
but when it
trust
comes
me.
down to it, we go, "Oh dear God,
Yeah,
please
yeah.
help me!"
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
when I was brought up with very religious Catholic parents, and my uncle was a monk, my auntie was a nun, and so. I could never say the word bloody back in the days. We're talking like late 50s, early 60s.
Oh,
Would never say bloody
really?
because that referred to the
Wow.
blood on the cross. That referred to the blood
Oh,
on the cross, and you were not
that
allowed
is
to say bloody.
fascinating.
That's before the word.
Wow.
well,
That's before the word fuck came into bloody language.
it comes from bloody Christ. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is
Exactly.
really fascinating because we say bloody a lot as a slang word,
Yeah,
eh?
it's short. Yeah, it's
Can I-
short for cursing
Can I-
Jesus. It's the same thing as going
I'm
Jesus Christ.
sorry.
It's
Oh
blasphemy.
yeah,
It's blasphemy.
I'm
It's
sorry.
blasphemy.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I just say hello?
Hello, Johnny
Hello.
Siam.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Siam, and hello, Mr. Clark. Yeah, lovely
Oh,
to
Steve's
see
here.
you.
Hello, Stephen. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah,
This chat's
I'm
going by
sorry.
100 miles an hour here.
I
think
know
we've
it
hit a
is going
topic.
quite fast. Yeah.
It's
But-
a topic, you know, and thanks to Harvey
But
brought it up.
I do know this is a contentious topic, and that's why I want to keep.
Well, it has no answer. That's why.
I
Andy,
do
when
want to
the time's right, I
I do
just
want to
wanna-
read.
Andy, when the
Sorry.
time's right, I just want to.
Sorry, Steve.
I just wanted to throw another subject in there before I leave. If it's all right.
No, Harv, can I just say, Andy, there's no link dropped and pinned, hun, and that's why people can't come up. Just to let you know before Harv.
Andy, can I
carries
tell you a quick story? It's similar to what we're talking about. About 8 years ago, a friend of mine, I'm on New South Wales, as knows where I am. A mate came over from WA. His family lives near me, and he brought his dog. This big dog called Taipan, fucking spots on it, big nice dog. And he sat on the veranda with the dog, and we had a cup of tea for a couple of hours, and that was all good. Didn't see him again for 6 months, right? 6 months later, Andy, true fucking story, bro. I come home from fucking somewhere, walked up the back stairs, and here's fucking Taipan, the dog. And I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on here? So I rang me mate, Scotty, and I said, Scotty, where the fuck are you? He said, I'm over in WA. I said, what happened to your fucking dog? He said, I was only there for 3 weeks, Harv. I spent a week with my parents. I took my dog out at the back of Glen Alpha Falls, back of Ballingen, and I lost him. And I spent the next 2 weeks looking for him. He's gone. I said, mate, I'm not going to lie to you. Your dog's on my back veranda. How the fuck did that dog find my place?
I don't know. He's hungry, probably. I don't know. Welcome, Steve. Welcome, Johnny.
G'day, how you going? Hey, Blue and Az and Harv and Johnny.
Hey, Mr. Clark.
Oh,
So
don't
nice
do that.
to
That's
see
fucking
you.
horrible.
Sorry, honey.
Hey, Harv, you met that dog. My mate brought his dog to my place, Harv, and he lived about 10 kilometres away. The fucking dog, and he went home, and the dog came back a couple of days later to my place. Fucking unbelievable, some of these animals. It was a fucking one of those Alsatians. What do you call them? Long-haired Alsatians. Yeah, they're fucking clever dog.
Yeah, don't forget, animals have different senses. Animals have different senses that we don't have, you know.
I rang him up and said, your dog's fucking here. He couldn't believe it. It was about 10 kilometres away.
Hello, Johnny. Welcome.
I was just trying to get off the religion subject.
Oh, fair enough.
I'll turn you up. I'll turn you up, Johnny. Good. Oh, you should be loud enough. There you go.
Johnny is oh, hey, John, Mr. Siam, hey.
Hello, my BB. Okay, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah. Good job last night, Johnny. Good job last night. Good job last night, Johnny. Good job.
Oh,
yeah.
but, you know,
I enjoyed enjoyed that live, Mr. Siam. It was
Yeah,
great.
it was all right. Look, you know, like the whole part about it is sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind.
Oh, I went to bed. Did something happen
What I
after I
missed?
went to bed?
Oh,
What I
God.
missed?
Nothing.
Look at that.
Nothing. It's just a
What I
normal
missed, what I
repeat
missed.
as that was all.
What I missed.
But you know,
Oh.
Rinse and
Because it
repeat.
was
whole-
great until it was great until I went to bed. What hell? I don't know.
Well, I wrote on a group, and this is with all due respect to JG because we love him and we all love him.
Oh,
JG's emotional timeline. First 45
He's a
minutes.
fucking punch drunk.
Don't start me, eh? Don't start
He's
me.
a-
okay. Can I say in all fairness, JG has said numerous times he really hates his family, his woman, you know, and that he hates any of that being discussed. That is his trigger. And when anyone does that on purpose, then
Why does
maybe,
he
you know what I
talk about
mean?
it all
Like,
the time, though? Sorry,
no,
Well, let me-
he brings
I'm
it
just
up.
let me-
saying, no.
Am I loud?
Okay, I
Listen,
understand what you're. I
I was just
understand what
writing-
you're saying, but like
Blue,
JG. Okay, sorry,
He's
darling.
done it.
I'm sorry,
He's done
Angel.
it for 4 years, Blue. It's nothing.
Yeah, I
new.
wrote.
I'm sorry.
I wrote this on a group about JG, right? And it's now public because I didn't mean any harm by it because we all love JG. JG emotional timeline. First 45 minutes, polite, congenial, and happy. Next hour slips into pre-argument mode, followed by the next hour, unhappy, the world's against me, finds some people annoying, gets kicked or quits. We love you, Jay. Don't change. We love you just the way you are. But that is Jay in a nutshell.
that is it.
In my-
True.
I do agree with that properly. Yeah.
He's a
No,
great
we love
bloke.
Jay. And he's always the first on my channel when I open something. He's there. That wasn't disrespecting Jay. It's just the way the pattern is over. I don't know what triggers him. I do not know what triggers him. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Alcohol triggers him.
Yeah, I was going to say alcohol. Yeah, you're right,
Yeah.
Stephen.
He's a fucking punch drunk, eh?
No,
And that's
I-
only
I-
3% of it. That's only 3%. Fuck off.
Oh, he's booing, yeah, 3%. Fucking hell.
I absolutely love JG. Honestly, I really
He's
do.
a
We
great
all
guy.
do. We all love JG.
like, yeah, we all do.
Blue,
we all
he's
do.
got a
We all-
heart of gold.
No, he
He's
really
got a heart of
does.
gold.
However, I don't think he understands when he's drunk too much. Sometimes he asks a question, and when that person is answering his question, he goes, "Why are you talking over me?" When they're answering the question he asked, and then I think that's when it gets. That's when it. No, I'm just being honest from
No, I know, but
what I've
I've heard that
witnessed.
from many
That
people.
tends to be what is the problem is that he says you're talking over me, and it's like in
Yes,
all
Gloria.
due respect, JG, you asked him a
The
question and he was just
easiest way to
answering
trigger
you.
him, Blue, the easiest way to trigger him is not answer his question. He will not let up on that for 5 fucking hours. Answer my question. You can't, can
Okay.
you? You can't.
Okay, and but also in all honest, and also we need to understand that I like Craig's too. I really do like Craig Rusin. Don't get me wrong. I like Craig Rusin as much as I like JG. I like them both. But Craig Rusin also knows that that's a button to push with JG. So it was sort of a button he pushed on purpose, being antagonistic.
Well, they both got kicked like last night.
We're all-
No,
we're all
he
used to
did,
the
he
special
did, and I'm
people in the genre.
only being fucking honest, Craig. You know that there's a button to push and being antagonistic, bringing up his family. Then JG is set off, and then he goes off, and he asks a question, and then Craig tried to answer the question. Then JG goes, "Why are you fucking over talking me?" When Craig's trying to answer it, but Craig, you know that you pushed the button in the first place. So everybody gets out of control drinking. Do you know what I mean? Both of them were out of control drinking. One was antagonistic and one doesn't let
You
the
know,
other
But Blue,
talk. Do you know what I
you got to
mean?
start with A and work through to Z. It's Craig, H is for Harv, A is for Az, A is for Avery. It just goes
B,
on and fucking
B.
on.
So is B
Yeah,
is
B
B
is
for
for
blue?
Blue.
Yeah, A for Az, B
Right.
for blue, C for yeah, Charlie or Chuck.
JG, without being cruel, he's our special little.
DWP. Yeah, all of us.
No,
Yeah.
no. D's for Dan. D's for Dan. Fucking
Yeah,
D's
Dan,
get right.
Dan, yeah. But you know, like the whole part about it is, I
Yes, for Simon.
don't do it
C.
out of malice or anything like that. I just say I don't want shit to just keep on going around in circles. You want a stream to move along. So yeah, Jurgen knows he's going to get booted anyway. It's just a matter of time. But and Craig will always do something and he'll get booted, but I'll let him back on. Providing
I didn't hear what Craig said about his family, but I know that that's his button. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
that's
he didn't say
JG's
anything.
button.
He didn't say
I didn't
anything.
hear it though.
He didn't say anything detrimental or whatever. He just asked about his family, and that was enough. And I said,
"Oh, it was
that's what I
so
said
it was pretty mild, was it? Was it
yeah,
pretty
that's
mild?"
what I just said to Craig. Leave that alone, and then JG wouldn't shut up about it. So I said,
Okay.
no.
Yeah,
So this
like-
is on JG's. Oh, because all I saw JG going off about was Barry the Boss. He's fucking getting into Barry the Boss.
Who is
Well,
Barry the Boss? I have no idea. who this guy is.
Nobody, Andy. Don't worry.
Andy, I don't fucking know him. I don't watch him. I don't have a fucking clue.
I
He
hear his
looks
name
like a
every 5
bulldog
minutes.
chewing
you know?
wasps.
So someone that someone else wants to fucking target, stalk, fucking ruin his life and get rid of his benefits and all that. We don't. Yeah, I don't think any of us really follow Barry.
We're just peasants, Lou.
We're peasants. We're duds. We're dud peasants. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being a pheasant. A pheasant is fine.
Oh,
Did you say pheasant?
I myself, I don't honestly watch him.
You know, the one
I
thing
don't
about
know
it,
who the guy
Never
is.
have watched him, Andy.
No.
us peasants can have a bit of fun and
He's a black dude that had some businesses here in Thailand with some entertainment industry or something. That's about all I know.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
He was a male stripper, Andy. Male stripper.
Oh, really?
I
So he's
only-
well built.
I-
You know, he's a Chippendale, is he?
a male stripper at a rendering plant.
I only went and had a little look at Barry because someone else, you know how someone else was trying to get rid of someone off the platform. They're sort of promoting them. Do you know what I mean? So because someone was trying to get them off the platform and ruin their life, maybe go up and look up Barry a little bit. And then I went and had a little look. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, all good, whatever. But
Was that when
can't.
was that when you were in the forest lifting timber, Blue?
Oh yeah, lifting. No, not timber, tree branches, just a tree branch, honey. I did a tree branch, but you know what, Harv? I can lift 2 tree branches, one in each hand. Oh yeah, no, I can do that. I can do that, Harv. Yeah.
Clear my yard any day, Blue.
Harv, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You
We're
can't.
Blue on a tangent. Sorry, guys.
Me and Harv, yeah. You can't make this shit up. One fucking tree branch in each hand. We're fucking moving every day. It's all about it. And you know what, Harv? We're getting stronger every day, lad. We are. We're getting stronger every day, Harv.
There's that fucking laugh.
Yeah, there we go. We're away now, Steve.
Yeah. I might record it, actually.
We are. Look, we're all getting stronger every day. Go out and lift a couple of tree branches, and it's fucking. We're in. We're fucking all in. We're fucking top notch. We're the best fucking dud peasants on the platform. That's all I'll say.
Good stuff.
Strong. Yeah.
Look, you know,
You got to find yourself a girl that can lift the fucking branches, don't you, guys?
Oh, yeah. Look, I can lift those tree branches. I'm all there. I'm all
Wow.
about it.
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger every day, Mr. Clark. Come on.
Oh,
You can't
look
make
out,
this shit
gentlemen.
just think, Blue would be good at business. She could branch out.
Yep.
up. Yeah.
Make a few trunk calls.
Blue's got balls.
I watched the channel Blue the other day that motivated me to get out of the house before fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Go and do a camera time. Shit up.
This is almost
Oh,
like
well.
an OG panel, isn't it?
Well, if we've
Apart
got a
from
Gupta,
me.
if we've got a Gupta available, can we let Dan up?
That's me. I'm sorry, I didn't know. My bad.
I can,
sorry.
Gloria. I
Sorry,
can
Dan.
change a tyre for sure.
G'day,
Hello,
Dan.
G'day,
Dan.
Dan.
Mr.
Oh, yeah,
Jack,
Dan.
Mr. Clark, how's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan. Nice to see you.
Dan
That's
the
all right,
man.
Just been backstage about 10 minutes, that's all.
I'm sorry, mate. My bad.
Bad
No,
host.
no,
Terrible
it's not a
host.
I was just reading the comments.
You
How
got
is everything?
we're terrific, mate. You got to remember, you know, that this is a very professionally run channel.
Nearly.
Hey,
Oh,
Blue,
oi.
can you change
Oh,
it?
Johnny.
Gloria
Cracking
said, can
your
you
box.
change a tyre? Blue, can you
I
change a
can.
tyre?
Yeah,
Fucking
absolutely. I
Jesus.
can change a tile, jack it up,
Wow.
fucking loosen the loosen the fucking.
I can
yeah, of
I can
course.
change a tire. I
Can
just
change
called
You
a
it
loosen the
tyre.
nuts. You loosen the nuts as well. Can you do up the nuts?
Look, I can loosen the nuts, tighten the nuts. I can do anything with the nuts you want.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Disgusting.
Everybody turn off their microphone, please.
Loosen the nuts, take the rubber off, put the rubber on, tighten
Avery's
those nuts.
Avery's
Yeah.
backstage. Avery's backstage. He can let himself on. There he goes. Yeah.
G'day,
There's
Avery.
over 20 people watching. So
G'day. G'day,
Hello,
mate.
darling. Hello, darling.
G'day, darling.
G'day.
Hey,
well,
Hey,
this
Joe,
stream's
right.
Really?
this stream's
No,
gone to shit then.
mate.
All right,
True.
enjoy.
This is truly a really awesome panel. This is great fun.
Oh, that got rid of
Oh, where did everyone go? Come on.
What?
Oh,
Who did you just get rid of, Avery?
no
Where
one.
did every-
No one. They
Where
left.
the fuck did
They-
everyone just go? It was a big
They
panel
left
and then it
'cause I'm
just
here.
went bloop, bloop, bloop. Ez,
G'day,
come
Emily.
back, Ez. Ez, come back.
They
and
left
talk
because
it
I'm here,
out.
mate.
No,
Where's-
Ez, come back and talk it out with Avery if there's a problem, please. If that's
No,
what it
I
was.
don't want to be this Dear Deirdre bloody channel here.
No,
Dear
we don't want
Deirdre.
Come back and argue, but don't, argue nicely.
Emily.
And Az does that. It's fine, but he's just proving a point. I know Az. as
Yeah,
we all
he
do.
just proved it, and we.
No,
No,
but
no,
not prove
leave it,
it.
guys,
No,
leave it.
not prove it. But come on, we're all adults. We can
Yeah, he
have a
did.
chit chat
He
and
just
chat
left,
it out.
and this is
Can we-
exactly what he
no,
does.
please don't. No, please don't, Az, and don't Avery. Come on,
No,
I'm
it's not going to be a
arguing
come
with them,
on.
Come and start drama.
Az, come up and
You
air
knew
your
why they left, don't
grievances. Air your grievances and hash it out
I've
because
already
I
done
think
that.
this is the
I'm not going to fucking say sorry to the fucking bastard, though. No, he's just been caught, hasn't he?
Well, no, I'm not going to get involved in this shit.
I don't want to this shit either, Andy.
Yeah.
Well,
fine,
leave it,
right?
Avery. Leave it, Avery.
I am leaving it. But just
Just bring him
prove
up private or something. I don't know.
The minute I turn up here, they all
As is, yeah, hey, I can't be responsible for people on panel going off the panel. I can't do that. I let them on. That's all I can do. And if they
Yeah,
go
that's
off,
it.
then it's beyond my jurisdiction. I
Right,
can't
but it wasn't
drag
me,
them
was it?
back in.
Well, Andy, have you got the beer ready? I'll be there in about 8 days.
Yes, I know, mate. I'm looking forward to it, mate. You can have you come to mine, have a barbecue experience, and do whatever you
All right.
want. but it's your
Right.
holiday. You
What,
do
what are you
exactly
going to
what
wear?
you wanna
What,
do.
what will you be wearing? What will you be wearing?
His
Well,
underpants like normal.
Lucy has sent me Lucy had sent me a whole wardrobe for
Oh shit!
for the meeting. Yeah, it's all Hello
Yeah,
Kitty
good
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Yeah.
I'll spend a few nights in Bangkok, I think.
Yeah, just keep.
Wanna
We're
catch up with
supposed to
a
be
few people.
meeting somewhere, right? Yeah, but I mean, you're welcome back to
Yeah.
my home. I prefer that on
All
my
right, mate,
home
no worries.
territory, to be honest, because I can look
Yeah,
after
all right.
people and have some fun. But
Uh,
but I'll meet somebody in a pub down somewhere. No worries. But
Would you
know,
meet someone in the back alley?
Well, I've met plenty of people in back alleys, and it's always turned out.
I want
okay,
you to
to be
admit
honest.
that.
It's always turned out fine. It depends what back alley. What do you mean back alley? Are
It's
you
just a
being
joke,
like? Is it okay? Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll bring me my guitar with me, Andy. We can have a sing along.
Oh, please! I'll bring out the karaoke machine. I'll hire one.
Don't need
'cause I
a you
have
got me there. You don't need karaoke. You don't me there. I can play it all.
No, it's all acoustic, right? That's fine, mate.
Yeah.
It's great. I can't wait
No,
to
I'm
meet
bringing
you. You know?
No, I'm bringing an
I've
electric
met a-
acoustic so I can plug it into things.
I've met a couple of people in the last couple of weeks that is
Oh,
just
boy.
like it's just what's the word? It's just what's the word? It's made it more for me. The people are good, and I've met a couple of people, as I say, that they're all good guys and they're great, and I'll welcome nearly everybody here, but not everybody, but almost everybody.
Not shit edge.
Well, Ty Tim's on his way. Ty Tim's coming.
Okay.
Oh, did he
yeah.
come?
Yeah, he's
When he
coming
turn
soon.
up?
He may be here
When's
the
he-
same time as you.
When's
Mark.
when's he getting there? You don't know?
Not sure, but middle of October, I think. Somewhere
I'll be there
around
early October.
And you're leaving middle of October.
Me? No, I'm staying for about 2 months, I think.
Oh, cool. So yeah, well, we should meet up and have just a. It's just nice to sit around people that you haven't met before, other than online. And the fact that we meet means we want to meet. You know what I mean? It's not
you
just a
stick when
conversation.
you're with me, mate. When you're with me, you stick on your laughing boots.
I bet.
I bet.
I bet.
Fucking
I
punch.
never, Adrian, I get pissed as a fart. Avery, I get pissed as a fart sometimes, but I'm never aggressive. Believe me.
Yeah.
I can't handle
I
fucking
just-
aggressive drunk.
Yeah, I'll just have to knock you out then.
My wife said
fair
to me once, Andy, my wife said to me once, Andy, you don't know when you're drunk. I said, I do. I fall over.
Yeah. Way to go.
I got this
Oh,
one joke
fuck,
that I want to try out on people and to see if you think
All
it's
right, go on.
funny.
One joke.
All right?
Well, I'm just
Okay.
right, Joe. You got
It's-
one joke.
it's quick,
You're
right?
getting on a
So-
bit. So go on.
What do you mean you're going on? Fuck off, Avery.
I'm just taking the piss with you. Banter,
Well,
man.
There's piss and banter and okay. Anyway, so this guy's walking down the street and he sees opposite him on the pavement a naked guy with a girl on his back. So he has to go up and say, look, what are you doing? And the guy says, I'm going to a fancy dress party. Oh, really? Yeah. What are you going as? He says, well, I'm a turtle and this is Michelle.
That was on the back of your cereal packet, wasn't it?
Fucking so stupid. It's so stupid you can't not laugh at
Oh,
it.
fuck me. You're banned for life for jokes, Andy.
The more you think of that joke, the more you'll laugh, guaranteed.
No,
Because
that
I
is
didn't find it
funny.
funny the
It's
first time I
fucking
heard it.
ridiculous.
That's Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to run it by it, so I'll give that a
Yeah,
2 out of 10.
Michelle.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was
God,
that was a Peter Kay joke, actually.
Peter Kay? You know him?
No. I know him as much as 10 million people around the world know him as a comedian.
Oh, I gotcha.
Never heard of him.
I think is it Peter Kay? Yeah, it's Peter Kay,
I
right?
don't know. I can't imagine him with the serious comedic talent he has to crack a joke like that. Unless
Well,
he's still
so
have.
pathetic. He said that's the joke that always makes him laugh.
It was really funny. I can't lie.
Oh,
But I
come
don't
on,
know.
Eddie. What? I'll give you one. It was pretty funny, Eddie.
Yeah, it was. You
It
just
was
not.
pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling this is Michelle. This is so stupid. Come on, we all laugh at these stupid jokes. Let's do it. Have you got a few?
Oh, never heard of him.
He's funny. He's UK comedian.
Oh.
But he's funny. He is funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen him.
Well, you Aussies wouldn't understand it.
The jokes are okay, Avery. It's just when they get to politics and shit, you don't understand the politics in England, the politics in America, the politics in Australia. They've got to keep away from it.
We're just like
I
you
gave
guys.
up.
Save everyone.
I gave up politics. I lived in so many countries. I can't keep
Oh,
up
no,
with
it's
the politics. And then, you know,
yeah, Andy, it's just when they say jokes about politicians that you don't know. It's just
all right.
Australians
Yeah.
do it. You know, it's okay if you're in England, you understand it, but I don't understand it.
I've just worked out that
The Aussies do it too.
I've just worked out
Neither
President
I-
Biden.
What? Is that
President
what you mean?
Biden is really old. I didn't
I-
know that till I've seen everything else.
Look, I couldn't agree with you more. There's nothing worse
Hello,
than
darling.
people talking politics because we're from England, America, Aussie, New Zealand, Canada. And the minute you talk politics in other people's countries, it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I
No, I
really
don't give a fuck.
don't. So, like, and it's such a, it's, you know, it's a subject that's only for you, not for a diverse group of everybody that we're all watching. So it's a stupid subject. To me, it's like, don't go politics. To me, I hate it. Sorry.
Let's
Oh,
talk about what are you going to do to my
Dan,
character?
can I just say, Dan, that guy from Texas, he's a cool dude, though. Like, just to let you know.
What guy from Texas?
That guy from Texas. He's
Oh,
in the
so,
chat.
I
like,
thought you meant that guy from Texas. Oh, that's his handle.
yeah, that guy from Texas in the chat. He's totally fine. He never does anything wrong. He's cool.
Nah,
He's a
good bloke.
regular. Yeah.
Texas is a bastard. He always sends me pizza emojis.
I'll stop it. What happened to Dan on panel? Where did Dan go?
Oh, yeah, what happened to Dan?
Wait,
No one
wait.
talked to him. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's all my
Andy.
fault then.
Andy
Yeah.
Heinrich, how you going, mate?
Oh, hello, Andy.
Hi,
Greetings,
Andy
fellow
Heinrich.
lunatics.
Lunatics. Yeah, I like that. That worked. Yeah.
Well, lunatics is
Gloria.
based on the moon, you know, the moon, full moon,
It might-
lunar, lunatic.
Lunatics. Yeah, I like that. That worked.
It might have been an accident, Gloria, because Texas didn't say anything wrong and he booted himself off panel. So I'm wondering if he booted himself and accidentally timed him out.
As leaves because
No one timed out Dan. No one timed out Dan. I'm on the case.
I'm just
I let
playing.
him on, but I just didn't.
No.
So many people on there. I'm confused.
Dan timed out that guy from Texas, but Texas didn't say anything wrong. And
Oh,
at the
he's
same
good,
time,
yeah.
sort of
Who's that?
Dan left panel. So I sort of wondered whether he possibly he might have done it all accidentally. Oh, really, Stu? I don't know.
No, I didn't see anyone get timed out.
Internet
Did I?
Monster. I haven't talked to.
I
I
can
haven't
see
talked-
that.
I haven't talked to Internet Monster for ages. He just writes as Andy had a large collection of meteorites he found in his backyard. Unfortunately, after he found corn in one, he realized it was the planes flying over the house, dropping weight from bathrooms. Well, they know that does happen. I know. And I'm just waiting for someone's wallet to come down, you know? Drop
I
a
do
wallet in
wonder
a bloody
about
loo.
that. So actually, that's a really good question. Where
Alright, so I'm
do
looking through
the
this shit.
planes? Where do
Thanks for
the
joining,
planes?
I am, by the way. Well, sorry.
Where do
Sorry,
planes
look
drop
through
their
this.
waste? Is it over the ocean? Do they do
Normally
it
over
like
the ocean. Yes, it's like ice
right,
cubes.
okay.
Yes, ice cubes.
But
well,
it
it's not
ha-
ice
but
cubes
it-
when it. No, it's not ice cubes when it falls out, but it immediately goes into like 30,000 feet of like cold air.
Right.
It freezes
Oh,
immediately. It's like
Yes.
freeze dried.
Mind if I show this one?
Right.
Can we change the subject? I'll talk about politics.
Well, yeah, but this is
subject
kind of funny,
plain
right?
shit.
Yeah. People would have enough
When was the last time you seen a plane having a shit on a runway?
Steve, let me pose it. Let me pose this question to Avery.
You know, seriously, you want to put in a complaint at the airport? That plane just had a shit on the tarmac.
Fucking Titan. You got us with the wings. I love it.
I like to pose a question to Avery. Would you rather us talk about politics or poo? They all both begin with poo.
Oh no! Look. I don't want poo, but I would choose it over politics.
I hate politics. Politics is a load of shit anyway.
Politics is bad.
What of these
because
plays
we're all
on
from
house
around
train,
the
you know,
world,
Blue?
we're all from around the world, and people have their say on their country and all their own shit, and everybody fights, and it's a terrible subject.
Which one?
Plain
In
poo?
my opinion.
Plain poo, Johnny. They're talking about plain poo.
Andy, I don't really want to talk about people. I don't want to talk about shit anyway.
I was bantering with you, Avery, like you banter with me. Old man, Avery, poo. It's like it's a counterbalance on bantering. That's all.
I'm just happy we got through the religious debate pretty unscathed. Everybody
Well, that
had
was
their
all
opinion.
hard for.
We don't.
What did-
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
hang on.
good.
Hang on. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong
where's
with it.
Harv? Where's Harv?
There's-
Hang on, where's Harv? I was really enjoying Harv being on panel.
Harv's fell off the perch.
Let Johnny talk. Let Johnny talk.
There's
Sorry.
nothing wrong with a good debate. You know,
Absolutely.
providing it's
You prefer good debate or mass debate?
no, the whole thing debate as providing that good points are brought up and then you can debate the points.
I agree.
Yeah.
But
No, I agree, and that's why the religious debate was really good, because everybody did get their thoughts, and it was interesting. It was sort of about people who believed in God, me being agnostic, and there's probably other people who are atheists, but we all give our points, and it's not trying to hammer your opinion. But politics is a little bit different because we're all from different countries and they talk about their politics. So do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, right, you talk about religion. A lot of cultures are built on religion.
Right.
That's what I was saying, Johnny. Yeah, absolutely.
You know, you take ours. Our laws and all that are based on Christianity.
Well, love thy neighbor, don't commit adultery, don't steal are pretty like stable diets for most people with some moral compass, right?
Yeah.
Moral compass, like that. Yeah.
The Native American Indians have the most amazing, like what they believe in is amazing if you look it up.
How many arrows they could get away with in 1 minute, as opposed to the English people doing their muskets. They found there was 10 hours till one musket reload. Until the Colt came in and that decimated the Indian population.
Yeah.
Mr. Colt has a lot to answer for.
Well, actually, Mr. Colt is still around and reproducing well.
Which Colt we on about? Colt Stevens, the unknown stuntman?
No. We're talking about a Colt 45.
Get it.
Along with the Winchester.
Yes.
I know they are, man.
So can I just address the chat, because
I'm not
hate
listening.
ignoring the chat.
Go for it.
Yeah, someone
Aren't they dressed friendly?
Steve Anderson was saying that they're not allowed to drop the waste in the ocean. The
Not
planes.
anymore.
That's
They're allowed to either.
interesting.
No.
They're
No, they
not.
gotta- No, they've got to
Why-
suck it out. They've got to suck it out. That's been gone for years. They've got to suck
There's
it
a
out.
fucking,
Really?
hey, Johnny, there's a job for fucking Avery there, sucking out poo out of planes.
Shut up, Clarky.
You sit at the bottom and have a
that'd be the
shower.
It
No,
could be
that-
an all-day sucker playing
Yeah.
with poo.
So
What do you have to turn into
why
shit
aren't
away
they
from me?
allowed to drop it in the oceans? Like, and I don't mean to
Thank
be
you.
Oh,
disgusting.
backstage.
Oh,
I'm trying to hit a
Banksy's
button at the moment.
backstage. Cool. But I don't mean
Banksy's
to be
backstage,
disgusting.
Andy.
But
There he is.
wouldn't it just be food for?
I'm getting no
The ocean?
notifications, Johnny, on my backstage people for some reason. So. Anyway,
Hey,
there we
Ben.
go.
You're getting the ping. It's in
Yeah,
the
I'm not
settings.
getting the
It's in the settings, Andy. You got to put the settings on for them to bing when they
Andy's
come
on,
on.
Andy's on his
In
phone.
the settings.
No, I'm on
Andy's
the
on-
laptop. I'm on
Oh,
laptop.
shit.
I know.
No, it pings
Hello,
when someone
Banksy.
comes on.
Anyway,
It's in the It's in the settings, John. It's in the settings.
all right, I'll check it out, bro.
Let's not
All right,
complain
hello,
about
Banksy.
G'day,
Hello,
Banksy. How you doing, bud?
that.
Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, Johnny Sam, Mr. Clark, and
G'day, mate. What do you think about planes shitting everywhere? They've been dropping shit everywhere. Planes.
Should they be?
I
Should
don't
they
know,
be allowed
man,
to drop their
I-
shit in the ocean, or what?
I don't know. I missed something when you just got here. So dropping shit in the ocean.
Well, apparently there's a
what
rumor
to
that the
say
planes
about
have been shitting on everybody. They've been shitting on people. Planes.
Okay, so Banksy,
Andy's house is covered in
can
shit.
Can I
Yeah,
just fill
basically,
Can I just?
basically.
Can I
Planes
just?
shit.
Can I just?
It hasn't
fill Banksy
melted
in
yet, so
quickly.
I'm fine.
So
I
Banksy,
was going to bed. I was going to bed, but I just stumbled on this interesting
You found this.
conversation.
You found this conversation so intriguing. You're
No,
delaying your
I
Z's.
just stumbled on it
Wow.
like about 2
Appreciate
minutes
it.
ago, and I thought, well, I was going to bed, and I just heard the thing about shit, and I thought, oh well, we got my old mate Johnny Salmon here and Clark, and you got
The OGs are here,
on
Banksy.
here, so why not just jump on and
OGs.
say hello?
Yeah, the OGs
okay,
are here.
so Banksy,
Blue, how
it
are
was
you?
originally discussed that we all believe in ghost cats. There's ghost.
Oh, you're not
cats.
going back that way again.
Yeah,
Oh.
no,
No, I
hang
do-
on. I'm
no,
just
I do-
filling it.
I
I'm
do
just
believe in ghost
okay.
cats.
I'm
Yes,
just
I
cutting
do
a long story
believe in ghost
short,
cats.
trying to fill in
All right,
Banksy
all right.
on the stream. Okay, so
Listen to Blue.
originally we talked about ghost cats, and there are. We all agreed that there's ghost cats. Okay, so cats.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
I agree
there's
with that,
ghost cats.
100%.
Yeah, Nanny.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, awesome. We also discussed being
Life after death.
Christian, agnostic, and atheist, and all the religions. We discussed that, and we can all just
Good.
banter and hopefully just agree that everybody has their own
Yeah.
opinions
Yeah,
from their
we're all
own
down
life
the end, we're all
experiences.
down the end, whatever.
Yeah.
Right,
And
and
in a nutshell, Avery joined and has left.
I'm playing Castle.
Right,
I'm playing
and
Castle.
then Avery
Yeah.
joined
Blue-
and
Blue
has
is getting
left,
their
and
custom
now
players.
we're talking about where do the planes dump
Shit.
their
So now we're
excrement?
now we're talking
yeah.
about shit over the sea. We're talking about shit over the
Where
sea,
does
right?
it
Right,
happen?
right, right.
Yeah.
Banksy?
Right,
according
So
to-
that's where we're at. Yeah.
According to
Does
Steve
that-
Anderson,
Did
they,
that fill
they
you
shit
in on the
the-
whole?
they-
That filled you in on the whole stream, Banksy.
Oh,
We're-
no,
we're-
You
we're
thank
at-
know what?
Thank
Listen,
you
can I
very-
say
Blue,
something? Can
thank
I
you
say
very much,
something?
Yeah.
Thank you,
Banksy,
sweetheart.
Banksy.
Yeah.
Look, what happens when you have a poo on a plane and that big door opens, goes and sucks it all out? I lost all my pubes off my arsehole with that thing. It sucked them all off. Where does that
I-
shit go?
Someone
I
said
swear
to
to
me-
God,
In
Where
a
does that
tank.
thing go?
Miss-
says, listen,
In a
Mr.
tank.
Clark,
Indoor
I was so scared that the first time I ever went on a plane and pushed that button and it went, woof, you know, like sort of, oh God, I shat my, I
Oh.
was so.
What
I
about what
couldn't-
happened, Blue? What about poor Avery pushed the automatic tampon remover? Oh, poor thing.
Oh,
I said those toilets are great. Those toilets are great.
Stop.
Those toilets are great for drug disposal as well. By the way.
Oh,
Well,
you know,
okay.
I remember a long time ago on a plane when someone turned around and says on the Abercrombie system, in case
Rick,
people-
hang on. Hang on.
No, hang on. Let Banksy
Well, no.
talk. Let Banksy
No,
talk.
I'm just saying. When they've got a lot of contact, and they say when they give them their little speech problem, and they
Right,
go,
you got your own way. Bye.
in case of any problems with decompressing the chamber, put your mask on. I said, what do you mean decompressing? He said, well, if the window breaks or goes through. I says, well, it's okay with that. I'll just put my dick in there. That will solve the problem. That will completely decompress as a saver whatsoever. Done. Job's a good one. Not that forcing me on boat, but you know, what can I say if you got the big and you just flap it in there? Anyway, guys, nice.
Oh, thank you, Banksy.
Blue. Blue, thank you for filling me on that thing. That was epic. to be honest.
Oh
And
no,
guys,
you're welcome. I'm
it's
all
good
good with
talking
giving.
again.
Don't leave.
And
Don't leave. Don't
Johnny
leave,
Sam.
Dan.
No, I'm not
No.
going yet. Johnny Sam, it's been a pleasure to meet you this year. Mr. Clark, it was a pleasure to see you
Yes.
on video when me and Johnny were sorry to you on the beer.
Yeah.
And Johnny,
Yeah,
you
no
know,
worries, mate.
boy, the Aussies, the Poms can drink. And if it's anything like me, we can drink. It was a
Oh, well.
great night, mate. We looked
Yet
after
again.
ourselves, both of us. We all look after our own backs, and that's what we do. We look after each other.
Yep.
Good thing about it.
That's it. You look after
Well
each
done,
other.
Banksy.
That's
Well
what
done,
makes it
Banksy.
right.
Yeah, I met Johnny later on in that journey, so I concur with everything that you've said.
Yeah, that's what mates are for. That's what mates are for. And I think
Oh,
Johnny's one of the best.
don't
one of the best I've
go.
ever met
Don't
for a
go,
long time.
Dan. Dan, do you really have to go?
No problem whatsoever.
No,
It was a
Banksy. Banksy,
mate,
sorry, not Dan.
pleasure.
Banksy, do you really have to
I'm-
go?
No, I'm not going yet anywhere yet. So I should have
Oh,
done
good,
better
good,
like
good,
about
good, good.
I should have done better an hour ago. I mean, I've been on night shift.
Andy, Andy, can
no,
I please say
but,
that you need
go
to pin the link, honey, because the link's not
Again?
pinned for people.
But,
I
but
did it
Johnny,
about 2 minutes ago.
pleasure,
Bloody
mate.
hell.
No,
Pleasure, yeah,
it's
pleasure.
not pinned. It's
Can,
not.
can I say something, Andy?
It's not
You got to
pinned.
right click the three dots and on the YouTube channel.
All right,
right.
I've got to go on to
Exactly.
Zanza, and I to do that. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay, cool, bro.
Yeah.
I'll do that, man.
Well, Steve,
Because
maybe
it goes.
Clarky,
Sorry.
maybe next time I'll open you out there at the same time.
Yeah,
as
no
those
worries,
guys.
mate.
I'll show you how to
Yeah,
drink.
sure, cool bananas. Yeah, love to have a beer with you, mate.
Well, I'm booked up.
Yeah.
I'm ready done for next year. I won't
Yeah,
say
you
Probably
said,
go-
right?
I'll be
About the
going over
same
there a
time.
lot. I'll be going over there a lot.
I'm staying in a
Thanks.
different place though this time. I'm staying in the base.
Yeah.
So I'm telling everyone
Okay.
I'm staying. I'm staying in the base this time. Ready booked up
Okay.
through Emirates and staying in the base this time. I'm on the condominium for fucking 3 weeks. Why not? I'm gonna enjoy myself. I'm gonna fucking divulge in myself. I'm gonna enjoy that rooftop bar at 30 fucking
Oh.
second floor. I'm gonna enjoy it.
All right.
You only live once. You only live once. You get one shot at it and enjoy it.
Nothing like being on a fucking a rooftop bar when you're pissed. It's a long way down to the bottom, though.
Yeah. Listen, it's not the heart that kills you. Exactly, it's the fucking floor.
I
Don't
know.
worry about
I
the
went
heart.
to I went to the other day to the Mahakon building in Bangkok, which is like 70, 80 floor. I don't know what it is. And they have glass floors and all that. By the time
no
I walked
problem.
over
fuck
to the
that.
bar, I didn't want to drink. No, I said, yeah, this is fine. Click, click. Here's a picture of me. I'm going down to the downstairs bar in the lobby. There was
I'm
no
not
way I
going
was
there.
like
No, no,
drinking there.
I'm
I
going there
freaked
to,
out.
I'm
bro.
going there to swim. I like swimming pools. I'm going there to swim. I'm not going there to
Yeah,
fucking
this was
drink.
like the 75th floor, mate. I was like in the hemisphere.
I mean, I'm living there for the needing enough for a fucking month. I'm not going there for fucking swim.
Fucking
To drink every day.
sounds
Steve,
like
now-
a fucking beer.
now,
About
Steve,
1,000
did I
baht
pin
fucking
it?
beer or something, isn't it?
Clark,
Well, you can't drink.
did I pin it?
You can't drink. You
Can you
can't
check
drink at
my
the base
finger?
of the rooftop bar as well.
Andy.
You can't. The rooftop bar. You can't drink that.
Did I pin it? Yes.
No, DWP's backstage.
Ah, just pin the bloody thing at the top, as Mr. Clark said.
Yeah, but
Okay.
DWP wants to come join the stream. You have to let him on.
Of course. Okay.
The Marriott has got a lovely rooftop bar. The Marriott. But
Oh yeah, the
Also-
Marriott. Yeah. But
I love that
expensive,
place.
right?
Yeah, I stayed there 2 nights. I loved it, but that was 4 years ago. Well,
Yeah,
I thought I'm going to treat myself next time, so I'm going to stay at the base and treat myself. Just going to treat myself. Just
Yeah, no,
chill out.
absolutely. You got the money in your wallet. The Marriott is.
Yeah.
I know the Marriott very,
That's
very
all it is,
well.
mate. Marriott,
And,
I love the
yeah,
Marriott. I think it's
Yeah,
one of the best hotels I've been for a long, long time, and that was 5 years ago. One of the best.
Which
I've
Marriott was that?
been.
Where was that? Where was it? Which Marriott?
Sukkot. Up Sukkot.
Soy
It's-
one.
It's
or-
got the
or
380.
further up.
It's got the 380 rooftop bar. 380 rooftop bar.
That's probably the one further up.
Love-
Sukhumvit.
love-
Yeah.
love the
I
place.
mean, yeah.
Love the place.
Yeah.
I
I'll
love
drop
when
you
they
a
say-
name of the. I'll drop you the
Welcome,
name of
welcome back.
the
Welcome
CEO
back,
of the
Gav.
Marriott.
Is it just me or is Banksy clipping all the time?
Hello,
I had to jump in, Andy.
DWP.
I
How you
love that
doing, mate?
Mahonacon building.
Good morning,
That's a
Matt.
legendary
Oh,
building. I always
know.
we always used to stay at the W next door, or God, there was another one across the road from there as well. But I love that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
little corner there. Bloody
Yeah,
great
it's a
building
lovely
though.
corner. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's close to where we have the coffee shop as well, actually, to be honest.
Banksy, you need
Yeah,
to go in
yeah.
your settings. You're clipping constantly. You've been doing it all morning, mate.
Pardon?
DWP, good morning to you. How's your
Morning,
sporran
Andy.
hanging?
Pardon,
How's your
pardon,
sporran
DWP.
hanging?
What do you
It's-
say there?
I think
Who's
you're
clipping?
clipping. You
A
keep,
little.
every time you speak, you get a click. You know, it's like your power's too
Who
high. or
does?
something. No, it's Banksy. He's been doing it all morning.
Well, that's his accent, probably.
Well, Blue,
Yeah.
Blue sounds like she's clipping as well, but
I have been
Oh, stop
probably,
it.
I've
I'm
probably
just
been on
gonna,
since
oh
the
my
coming.
God, are you
Sorry
kidding
to
me?
hear about that, mate, but
I'm clipping.
Oh, I can change the stream to 5G, but I always, because Steve Clark always said to me, Andy, you're better off on
DWP,
2.4G.
sorry to hear that, man, but if you don't like it, you know what to do.
No, I'm not. I'm not. It's not. I was just saying your mic keeps on clicking and everything. That's all
No,
I'm saying,
cheers, man.
Banksy.
Yeah, yes, fair.
Do you want me
I was
to?
on
Do you
it.
want me to go on mute and prove I'm not fucking clicking,
Hey,
whatever?
Dave,
Fuck
long,
you,
long
Ed.
as it's game, man. Long as it's game, man, I don't mind. I'm not gonna have a go with you. You know that, DWP. I'm not done that, and I won't do that. It's not
No,
mine.
Banksy,
Banksy, this is a
Banksy, we've
different
known
channel.
you. Banksy, we've known you for years, and you're a cool dude. You're fine. You're fine.
I don't do that
This is
shit. I don't do that on the air, and it will never happen on the air.
we don't care what they say.
Yeah,
Banksy.
a lot of
You're
you
all right
people
by
don't
it.
realise Banksy was one of the original Talkback Thailand crew. Did you just know that?
I know. That's why I got respect. Everybody
love
from
that.
the old Talkback
I love that.
Thailand has respect.
I miss them days. I used to love them fucking days.
Yeah,
on
they were good
Saturday.
days, mate.
What happened to
We might,
Outboard?
Banksy, we might start it up
Outboard.
again later on down the track. Little bit.
If you
probably
do,
once a
Matt,
week.
I'll be interested. I'll be interested.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll be interested.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah, I've had a few sort of like questions about opening a 24/7 again, and I'm thinking it's fine, but if you do 24/7, you have to be open 24/7.
Yeah.
So someone has to be watching, and that's with the time zones. That's like almost impossible, you know. Like, yeah.
It is.
He's got us
You
again.
really need a lot of people in place for that.
Well, me and Clarky's been Clarky. I hate calling you Clarky. I prefer to call you.
That's all
Stephen.
right.
No, I don't like that word,
Okay, then.
Clarky. Stephen.
All right.
Yeah, we've
That's
been
fine.
through the mill. We've been through the mill on all this, and it's a great concept, and it worked
Yes, it is, yes.
for a while, you know, with the music in the background, which everyone else
Do you remember
now
that,
yeah.
Andy? Do you remember that song, Too Many Chiefs and Not Enough Indians?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Could you,
I think
Clarky,
there's
could
the
you,
problem. I think.
no, sorry.
Oh, sorry, no, D-Dub, no, go on.
Could
Sorry.
you,
Go on.
could you set up it on a remote server and rather than it being set up on a PC?
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah.
And then you'd be able to run the stream, but you'd still need people to pop in and out if they were letting people on, I suppose. But if you set it up,
You got to
on a
have
remote-
someone on the buttons. You got to have someone at the end of the day. Someone has to let people on, and that's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Do
You know,
what you need is one supreme commander, and that's fucking it, and everything runs fucking smoothly. One person says yes or no about everything.
Right. Well, we'll get asked.
We all know who the supreme commander is, Mr. Clark.
Guys, do you know what
Thank
I'm
you.
good about this here?
Like,
Bad time you
name
admitted to
names.
it, Az. Bad time you admitted to it.
No, name names. I don't know.
No
Guys.
name shaming here.
No,
It's incredibly hard when there's many chiefs. I believe, yeah. I think
All
I
right.
think the concept is amazing. It's great that
Too
there's
many
many
chiefs for the
people
boss.
in many destinations around the world. that can come, you know, on. They can have a coffee. They can go about their day. They can come up for a few hours, and then someone in another destination around the world can take over. I think it's an amazing concept.
Well, the concept is brilliant, but in real life, there's a couple of people on here that have tried to work it, and it's just impossible.
Right,
It's
and which is
absolutely
why
impossible.
I think that Zounds is actually now probably the most realistic channel, because there's no time constraints, there's no taking over, there's no chiefs. It's just like there's
no trolling. Have you noticed no trolling?
there's a
No
handful of
trolling?
people who have admin status, and they can go live on that channel when the fuck they feel like it.
Yeah,
And that's all it's
down to-
about.
yeah. That's what
But it's
Adrian
not-
said in the beginning. He said, treat it as your own channel. So you don't have to, you know,
Oh,
buy a
Jesus.
StreamYard anymore. You know what he did? He did say that.
Clarky.
You know?
Fair enough.
No, but no
Oh.
monetization. It's just treat
Yeah,
it
Clark
as
has
when the fuck
forgotten
you
again.
feel like going live. When you feel like you have to continue it 24/7, everybody is a chief, and
Stress,
then when there's
pressure.
too many chiefs, it's fucking there's trouble.
Too
Yeah.
many
I
cook-
mean, it was
too
a
many
great concept. Global was an
Two
excellent
bird in the
concept,
hand,
but
three in the bush.
yeah, I understand why it fell apart.
It didn't fall
Sadly.
apart. Well, it fell apart, but that's a bit harsh. It just disintegrated.
Well, it's
Like
the
a-
sad truth, though. What Blue said's the sad truth. It did fall apart.
Yeah, I know.
Too
Well,
many
because there's
cooks
too many.
spoil the
Yeah,
broth.
that's true.
Too many cooks
Mhm,
spoil the
yeah.
broth. End of. That's
Yep,
what it is. Too
yep.
many cooks
Yeah,
spoil the broth.
No.
We had
If it-
no
Well-
fucking problem at all on Talkback Thailand. Oh, no problems at all.
Nothing.
Not no
no.
fucking problem, no fucking backstage shit, nothing. Why is that? Because I was in control of the whole fucking lot of
That's
it.
right. It's definitive.
There you go.
Right.
Off with their heads. Off with their heads. You know why,
Off with their
Clarky?
heads.
Because we're all on the same page. That's why.
Yeah, we all.
We're
Yeah,
all
that's
the
right. That's
same-
exactly right, Banksy. That's exactly right.
That's
And
Can I just-
with Global run
It was-
very
it
well
was
when
fun.
Mike Chef was a complete fucking when he was in complete control. The last month of Mike Chef was fucking probably the best fucking Global's ever run.
I know.
There
It's
you
a
go.
decade.
Me and
You know what? You know, we'll
Me
never
and
forget
Steve were
that
there.
guy.
We were there.
When he said it was in bed, and we'll never forgive him, man. We're not going to bring it to here. We'll never forgive him for that. End of.
Oh
I'm
well.
not going to bring it to you. You know what I'm bringing it to
All
you.
right, let's not talk about other people. Let's move on.
No, that's
Yeah.
yes, good
Good
idea.
idea. Let's move on. I'm
I
into
see.
doing
Anyway,
I know that's.
We'll see.
I know
We'll
that's-
see what happens. We'll see what happens in the future.
I know
Gotta
that's
ask yourself,
talking about.
is
I know
this
that's
is this where you want to be when Mike Schiff comes back? Hey, you know, don't be found lacking
Oh,
when he
no,
returns.
Let's just move on. It's like, I'm here to talk to my mates. You know, the past is a fucking past. We can move forward. All of us can. And
I know this is talking about other folks, but I noticed Dave Knopfler came back from the dead again last night.
I saw that the other day.
he's always come back from the dead.
Can you?
Oh.
I heard something about that. DW. Can
He's
you?
done more
hang
resurrections
on,
than Easter
what?
Sunday.
No. Hang on a
Yeah,
minute,
exactly.
because I was,
Exactly.
no, honestly.
Exactly.
Do you think that was an AI crap or was really him? Like,
No,
DW,
that was him.
honestly,
No,
because
that was
I was
really-
really.
No, that was
Well,
really
why-
him.
So
He
why
was
did
on.
Miss?
G-
Why?
he was on JG's. He was on the
So
end of
why did
JG's.
why did Miss Manny, who he was with, act like she was single again because he
Because
had
she's
passed?
no, because he probably told her that to stop paying money to her. Probably, I'm not saying that's 100, but he did say on JG's last night that he just wanted to live his rest of his life out, and he couldn't send money and things like that, and he knew he wasn't going back to the Philippines and that, you know, and he quoted that.
Oh,
So I think he just put it out there, but it's kind of sad that his best mate was dead as well. So I don't understand that part.
what? Say
Because
that again. His best
his
mate.
best-
What? Tony?
Yeah, from the Philippines community. Yeah, he was saying
Tony?
I think it was Tony. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't actually name the person, But he put out in the community he was passed away, which is quite sad because he wasn't. He was in hospital. You know?
Well, again.
Oh, again, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Tony.
But when I heard
originally
that
said
he
he
passed,
died, said it again.
I felt so
you
bad
know what,
when he
you know what
died. You
pisses
know?
me off with that? You know what pisses me off with that? I had to cut my holiday short because my mate passed away in England. I had to come back home urgently because I've known this guy from day one when I was born. And I had to cut my holiday short to come back from England, from Thailand. Now that is a mate. And I buried him on this Monday and he's fucking crucifying me. It's really crucifying me right now.
Yeah, not good.
I'm
mate.
sorry.
And
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'll listen to this shit on YouTube thinking right now is I'm about to pay my mate on fucking Monday who I've known for 60 fucking years. Well, 58 in my life. He was 60.
It is
So
a
to me,
sad.
right now,
That's
there's a fucking
real
blur
life. That's real
because
life.
I had to cut me all this short by 3 days to make sure I got back on time for the funeral.
Oh, I'm
Because
so
it's me-
sorry to
because
hear
it's-
that.
It's my mate. Because it's my
No.
mate. One of my best friends. Just come on the
Yeah, but
Saturday to sit with me was football. 2 days before I went on holiday, he knew I was looking forward so much to getting back to Thailand and see my cousin, seeing Al Mossy. And he said, have a great one. And then I got a phone call 2 weeks in my holiday after I met Johnny. John knows about this now. Say, off my son saying my mate had passed away. And then I dropped
No.
everything. I
I'm
cut it
sorry.
short and dropped everything. And then
As-
listen to
as
fucking,
some-
I listen
Sorry.
to shit on YouTube nowadays thinking, get yourself together, for fuck's sake. You know, it's like, what the fuck? What the
I can't
fuck?
imagine having a friend for 50 years that passed away. That's family, in my opinion. Someone that you've had a friend for 50 years, 40, 50 years, 30, 40,
I
50
find it
years.
rude.
That's family, yeah. And I'm so sorry that has
No,
happened
don't
to
worry
you
about it. But
recently.
I listen
Yeah.
to scrobbling
No,
on
it
YouTube.
really is family, though. Your best
It's not
friends
that.
are
I
fucking
listen
family
to
for that long.
scrobbling on YouTube and think how insignificant it is to listen to scrobbling on YouTube and thinking, I'm too old for this shit, or
Yeah.
Puts it in perspective, doesn't it, Banksy? I was like that when
Yeah.
Grant died last year. I was like, fuck me, what am I doing? What am I fucking doing?
Has Grant passed away?
Yeah, Grant.
Yeah.
Grant passed
Yeah.
away
That's the way.
shortly after I disappeared last year.
That's no good.
I mean, me and my
He
friends.
wasn't a bad guy. I liked him.
Johnny knows I've been Phuket. I've been Koh Chang. I've been a couple of islands in Pattaya. Well, from Pattaya, it's my base. And we've done some videos. 3 of us have put it together to make a video. So we're going to launch it on each other's channels. And we're going to do 3 channels. I'm going to do one. They're going to do one. And no one's going to do one on their channels. The same video. We're just going to change the beginning and the end of each other's videos.
Oh.
But that's what we call friends. We shared it. We made it together. It's been a collaboration. And I hope it's going to be good. But tell you what, I'll give his name. It will never, ever take away from mate Malvo. He was my best mate that I've lost. It will never take away the perspective of I listen to shit on YouTube, all the bitching, all the arguing, and that's that you got it right. It puts things in perspective sometimes. Is
Oh, yeah, no. I
family
agree
as
with you.
family. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be a fucking Grim Reaper or go down on you or bring the level down in any conversation. Well, shit, guys. I mean, life's too short to argue anymore. It's just too fucking short. We're getting older.
No,
Lucky, you know
I
this, Johnny. Well, you guys have always been great to me. But guys, anyone's listening, life's too fucking short. It's literally too short.
I appreciate people on here that actually speak real life shit, and actually you can look at the people that are fucking bullies on here, that they don't listen to their life experiences, they don't listen to them, they don't actually, they just want to fucking bash them. And so I'm all about people like you, Banksy, that they put out just real life shit like you've just said, and we can feel for you, like, because that's honest shit. And that is what, that for me, I'm all about on this platform, that I would love to talk more to people that want to talk for real life stuff than this crap that goes on this platform. And I don't just mean in this community, I mean I've been in many communities, and there's a lot of crap that goes on in every community, but I'm all about the people that are just willing to be honest and be who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And it's very, it's because it's like sitting in a pub and you're just talking with your mates and you're sharing, and they can just say, "Hey,
well,
I'm sorry to hear that," you know, and support you. Yeah.
This is how me and Johnny were this year. I mean, Johnny, he shot the shit out of me. I mean, he made me laugh so much when I was sitting there, just finished with breakfast, and he says, "Where are you?" Pick my phone up. "Where are you?" Just finishing breakfast. "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Pattaya." He says, "Where are you?" He said, "Just around the corner." And he appeared. Man, I thought I was going to spit my coffee out. But that's one of the best surprises in my life. It's a good surprise.
Sorry, Banksy.
It was 4 years old when Johnny just walked on the corner. I thought, that is just a pisser. Just good. It was one of them good surprises, you know what I mean? You didn't see it coming, but a good surprise. And I truly believe Johnny Boy is one of the best people I've ever met in my life. Not my life, but educational wise. Just down to earth. The same as what you see is what you get the same as me. And I think Johnny thinks the same as me.
I was just going to say it. I was just going to say it, Blue, but unfortunately, on what you've just said, right? As soon as you bring something real life or say something, you're just going to get trolled on it, and it's just going to get twisted.
I understand that, yeah.
You know,
look, I understand that as a female.
Don't let them troll you.
I'm probably one of the worst.
Don't let them.
Yeah, I know. It's like I was on Michelle's panel, and I mentioned my brother had passed away, right?
Right.
Years and years and years ago, right? And ever since I mentioned that, they've tried to twist it, troll it. It's like he's been dead for years, so I don't give a fuck.
No, it's like, not. No, and no, hang on a minute. No, hang on. D-Dub, you do give a fuck, and it hurts. And don't say that it doesn't, because it does. And that's why they attack. And that's why they attack it. And that's why they show themselves up to be fucking cunts, because like AP told me to go hang myself like my father did. And that is the sort of people that we're dealing with. And I'm not gonna beat around the bush when I name names. People do that shit, DWP. And that says more about them than it does about us. You know what I mean?
Listen, I will try getting a positive from AP, because I met AP. He is down to earth. I think he regrets a lot of things he fucking says.
So Banksy, what do you think of him telling me twice on 2 different panels to go hang myself like my father did? And he did. My father did hang himself, and he knew that.
No, listen, I know the guy. I'm not going to slag him off anymore because I met him in real life. He's down to
Okay,
earth.
so what?
And
Yeah,
I
what do you
know-
know? No,
I
no.
know,
What do you think of that, though?
I think it's wrong.
That's
and
my
I'll read
opinion.
him about it because it's wrong. He knows what I probably think about that. And that's it.
I
He
would
knows
agree,
what I think
not
about
only,
that.
not
He knows
only,
what I
not,
think
not
about that. It's
only.
wrong.
Okay,
would
so
agree
not
with that.
only,
No.
not only did he
Blue,
tell me
Blue.
to hang.
He knows what thing. I'm only going to say is he knows what I think about that. It's wrong. Shouldn't be saying that anyway.
I would agree
Can I
with Banksy.
It's terrible.
Can I interject? Can I
I'm not
interject
here
1 minute?
but I'm not here to
Hang on.
criticize any fucker.
Hang on,
But
Banksy. Hang on, mate.
No.
I was on Timmy's channel when Simon Beach was on there, and he said, Simon Beach
Timmy's
said,
a dick.
hang on.
He'll always be a dick in
Can
my
I-
eyes.
Can I finish my sentence? Right. So he said, you blocked me, Timmy, online, right? And then Timmy, in his normal, fuddy-duddy sense and all that, got to it, and he was blocked. Unblocked him, and then found the messages and read them out. And they were horrible messages about his wife and everything else. And he confronted Simon on stream live, and Simon said, "Yeah, that's disgusting."
Timmy's
He
a
didn't
dickhead.
apologize, but he said that's really bad.
You know, that is one God on this person, on my soul. I'll have to meet up with Timmy and I'll knock his fucking lights out. Literally.
I'm not taking sides here at all, here, Banksy. All
No,
right,
I'm not
and I have
taking
no
sides.
problem with both of them.
Don't
you
get
know?
any mince words. I will not mince words with this guy whatsoever. With Timmy, I will not mince words whatsoever. If he gives me fighting talk, which he's done before, anytime, any place, and that's no bullshit.
But hang on a minute. Can
And
I
that's
please
not
speak?
me. I'm
No,
not pissed
Banksy.
because I'm just coming to work.
No, but Banksy,
Anytime, any place with him.
can I please say to you, you don't like Timmy, but you
He's a
say
dick.
that you met AP and you
He's a
like
racist
him.
little-
But
he's a
how do
racist
no?
little-
Hang on a minute. But AP is somebody that entices somebody with clinical depression to go kill themselves the same way that their father did.
But no,
What
the
do you
word with
think
him,
of
yes.
that?
Have I?
So what is
Okay,
the
hang on,
difference?
hang on.
So what-
I'm
so
gonna-
how
I've just
how
told you.
how
I've
how
just
is that
told
how
you.
is that different?
Don't put me
How
spot.
is
I've just
that different?
told you I thought of that. I just told you I
Yeah,
thought
but
of that.
Okay,
Timmy,
it's wrong.
enough.
Timmy,
Enough is enough. Enough is
Oh.
enough.
Blue,
This is not
I
turning
said
into
what
a
I
hate
thought of
channel.
that.
Okay.
I said
No.
it's wrong.
Yeah, I get
Blue,
you, Banksy,
you
and I
you
just.
heard that. I said it's wrong. Okay.
That's
Andy,
enough.
Can I just say, as Banksy says, right, these people in real life could be really nice. It's like Timmy probably in real life is a really nice person, right? These are just, as Banksy was saying, these are just online fucking personas done for
Yeah, which is
drama
wrong.
purposes.
Yeah, correct, WDP. That is correct.
You know?
Yeah.
It's wrong.
So let's take it for what they are. They are not
Be
the
as
people
you
that
are
we
in
would-
real life.
Hang on, Banksy,
Be
Banksy,
you are in
Banksy.
real life.
These are not the people that you would sit next to in a pub or in my house or whatever and have a nice meal and a few drinks together and a barbecue. No, I get it.
It's like
I
me,
get it.
It's like me and Johnny.
I don't want
it's
this.
like me and Johnny. Be as you are in real life. Don't be a Sonona. Don't be a fake. Be yourself. Don't do anything. Don't say anything unless you mean it. And don't go over that point. You go over that point.
It's a good point,
It's
Banksy.
over.
Yeah, they're going
You
for
mean-
drama reasons
I
only.
never step over a line.
Yeah.
There's a line I don't step over, which I don't
Yeah.
do with anyone.
But
I never do that
Banksy,
with anyone.
Banksy, mate, they're doing it for drama, which means equates to views and popularity
correct.
because people
And I
watch.
don't
That's
do
all
that
it is.
shit. I don't
Hang on,
listen.
hang on, hang on, hang on. AP's persona he puts on that,
shit.
that doesn't
Hang on,
equate
hang
to
on.
views.
Listen, I'm not
Banksy,
saying
let-
that. I got shit.
Hang on a second.
Okay. I've got a different point of view. I just want to say, to me, I actually do find funny, and I do think he does it for shock value. However, the
He's a
way
shock
that
value.
AP has told me, the way that AP has told me to go kill myself like my father did was absolutely serious. He did it
Yes,
in
fine.
his
No, it's fine. I
tone
know
of
that.
voice, and the way he said it
Uh,
was absolutely, he meant it. but Timmy doesn't mean it.
Blue,
So
sorry
I'm
if I
just
butt
saying.
in, Blue, but
I'm really
sorry
going to
for
talk about this anymore because
No.
I don't come in
Hey,
and
hey,
talk about this.
hey,
I
all the
think-
panel, all the panel, shut up, shut up, shut up,
Aye.
shut up, shut up, shut up,
I
shut up,
think
shut
we
up.
should listen to Andy because
Let's stop this.
moving away
Let's
from
stop
this.
it now. Let's move this away
Yeah,
because
I think
I
Andy's
get
correct.
everybody's
Yeah,
point
please.
of view, but
Yeah,
it's
please,
no
let's
point.
move this away
Okay.
because I
Yeah,
don't come here.
yeah.
I come here to talk to my mates and friends,
Yeah,
not
yeah. So let's
be
move away
grilled
from.
or anything.
If we
No.
just stop it now and move away, I think
Hate
Andy's
drama.
correct.
Please,
Hate
please,
this
please.
shit. We can leave this shit in the rearview mirror. Just please leave it in the rearview mirror. This channel's not here for do this. I don't think
Yeah,
Johnny
I know.
appreciates
No,
it.
I agree.
don't think
I
any of
agree.
us appreciate it.
Let's change subjects. That's cool. Yeah, I agree. Let's change
Yeah,
subjects.
let's
Yeah.
talk about abortion or something like that. You know, more
Oh
public.
no! Oh my
Well,
god!
at the end of the,
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
Hang on,
at the end of the day,
Can I
thank
ask?
you.
Can I just ask a question?
plums?
Like, Mr. Siam, how is your your arm?
Can we talk how the pumps can drink the Aussies on the table?
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's talk that. Fair enough.
Let's talk about the pumps can drink the Aussies on the table. The good.
What about
the
New
good old Jack
Zealanders?
Daniels
New
and shit.
Zealanders, hang on. The Kiwis are always forgotten in this topic. Can we talk
Oh,
about
I know.
Kiwis
And
too?
they're the biggest alcoholics of all.
Look, we can drink anyone under the table as much as the Aussies can. Come on.
Problem
I
is,
don't know about
you-
that, but yeah. G'day, Luce. Here's another Kiwi, Luce. G'day, buddy.
You'd be
Hey,
surprised.
Luce, hang
You'd be
on,
surprised how
Luce,
be
someone
surprised how
grasped
much
you
this
out
Connie boy
earlier.
can drink.
Luce, someone grasped you out earlier. Did you time me out on gazzers, Luce? Because someone
Probably.
grasped you out and said you time me out on gazzers.
Luce is cool.
Luce. I know.
It's probably
I
just-
thought Luce was
it's probably
cool,
just
but
an-
somebody
probably just
somebody
an-
grasped him out and said he timed me out on because I said, "Hey, someone timed me out on gazzers," and Nitty
Yeah,
Gritty said it was Luce.
It's just been Avery old.
This
Just one of
one,
Avery's old.
this one,
Causing trouble on
this
the
one get fed up with YouTube. This
Oh, you
one
did,
get fed up with
Luce?
YouTube.
Why? Why, Luce? What did I do? Gazza
Well,
was
don't,
asleep.
this is not a court for what did I do? Did you do this and all that? Let's talk about something else because it's all irrelevant.
out.
These other, you know.
Time him out,
This
Blue.
one about just. This one about
So who's
just.
gonna?
This
So who's
what,
got?
what the hell's you know?
So who's getting
You-
dressed up for Halloween then? Come on, who's
We
going to get a
don't do
mask for
Halloween.
Halloween?
I've got
We
somebody
don't-
coming from. I got okay. DWP.
No, you're not,
I got.
Luce.
Hang on, Blue. I'm answering DWP. I don't
Sorry.
do Halloween because I'm English, but since I've been in this American or whatever community, I go to Halloween. So someone's bringing him over to America for a Zorro costume for me. I'm coming with the
Oh,
sword, the hat,
You mean when
and
Alan? You mean when they came from Ireland? You mean when Alan they came from Ireland and it spread to America? And it
well, it
became
did. I
Halloween?
know.
Like
I know.
Andy, you could be the
Oh, they
failed
did.
Zorro. You could be the failed Zorro.
Well,
Thank Zorro. Keep the bean going.
part two of my career failure, right?
Yeah. You could go in with the wrong costume.
I'll
Zorro.
think I'll dress up in Margaret Thatcher. That scares a lot of fucking people off. That would. Margaret
So
Thatcher.
I'm going to be swishing the
nowadays-
sword.
No, well, instead of a
Zorro.
sword, instead of a sword, be low budget, get something else.
It
depends on my mate from America.
Our swords are the gay blade. Keep away from that one.
Yeah, cool, bro. Isn't it?
Zorro.
I thought I
Gay
liked
blade.
the cape. Yeah.
I don't know. Who
I
meets
just
up with AP anyway? For crying out loud! Jesus,
Oh,
thanks.
fuck it. Come on, we're going back to that
Shut the
subject
fuck up.
again.
Don't
Come on.
talk to us. I'm fucking gone, mate. Otherwise, I'm spent, mate.
Forget
I
all.
come here to
You
talk to
know,
mates. Not like any fucker off an agenda, do I?
No,
No,
you don't.
I must
This
admit,
man-
Banksy is
this
pretty
man-
mellow.
I'm sick of fucking drama, man. Come on, guys.
Yeah,
Fuck's
join the
sake.
club. Join it. I was just
Jesus,
stirring, mate.
mate.
I was just stirring.
When you talk about something and you put things in perspective, then a couple of seconds later, you literally just going AWOL. You know, when you lose some fucker, you lose someone, right? You to me means jack shit to me nowadays. It means nothing
Yeah.
to me. After 2
Yeah, I
weeks
understand.
ago. Nothing.
Anyway,
It means
Andy, are you going to go
nothing.
trick or treating?
I can just every time I say,
No, I let all the youngsters do that.
I
I
can
just
walk
sit at
away.
the table and drink beer
I can listen to
in my
walk away.
Zorro outfit.
You know, they come to the door here and they go. They either say two things. I'll say trick or treat.
Jesus Christ.
So I'll go trick. But then they look at you with a stupid face. I got no idea what you're talking about. Why are you saying trick? It's like, fuck me, you asked the question.
They do.
And the other thing
Yeah,
they do,
don't.
they'll come to the door.
Over and
Yeah.
Aussie, New Zealand, they don't understand the whole
No.
meaning of it. It's like you've got to have a trick up your sleeve if you're going to do trick or treat. It's like, do you understand the whole concept of this shit? You better have toilet paper or eggs ready if you're going to give me that
That's
shit.
right.
Yeah.
I'm like, trick, give it to
Don't
me.
get-
What's it going to be?
Yeah, don't put out a fucking bag hoping for fucking candy, you fucking bastards. Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's environmentally correct now to chuck toilet roll about the house.
Yeah, toilet paper.
Well, they used to do
and
that, right?
fucking all
Yeah.
over the
I think you can
trees
come
and
back, John. They're
fucking eggs.
finished.
It's not a big deal in fucking.
But
New
in,
Zealand. We
in
don't even
Scotland,
celebrate it in New Zealand.
in Scotland, don't go trick and treating because when you go with a bag full of sweets, the person comes out of the door and takes all your sweets out of the bag. Say thank you very much, bye.
Guaranteed.
Does that, Ralph, in
Guaranteed.
Scotland,
Andy.
that does.
Anyone
Cheap-
comes near my door and I'll
cheapskate.
take the whole bag of
Cheapskate.
sweets off them. I'll be like that.
She
Open the
fucking
door.
steals the sweets. Yeah.
So
Oh,
what are you
thank you.
dressing up as, Andy? What are you going to dress up as, Andy?
Zorro.
Oh, right. So you're going to come out of the closet, are you? Yeah, good.
I've been listening to Lucy.
Oh, Jesus.
Andy's going to be
He's all right.
waving.
He's all right. I
his
don't mind. I
wand.
don't mind King of Clowns. He's all right.
I've always liked him. I've always
Oh,
liked
I
him.
like Lucy. I
He's
really
alright.
like Lucy.
But he's what I call a secret stirrer. He just
Everyone
puts
loves
it
him.
out there,
Yeah.
and he just like
Very, very. He's a
generates.
very smart guy, actually.
Bloody troll. He's a
Very.
bloody troll.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I
fair
don't
enough.
care. I don't care. I like Lucy. I
It's-
really
it's
do.
I love
just
And
like-
Lucy.
We know you love
Lucy,
Lucy.
Lucy said, like King of Clowns and Lucy are two different people to me. I
Right.
met King of
It's
Clowns
the same.
when
It's the same cunt, Blue.
no,
it's the
no,
same cunt.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
She knows.
No,
She knows that.
No, it's not.
It
No,
is.
it's
It is
not.
Blue. It is. It is.
No,
Blue.
I
Blue,
met
It
she's
is
saying-
Blue. It
I
is.
Blue,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
she's
both
saying
like-
his character
Clowns.
has changed.
Ah,
I
they
mean,
both
Lucy's
like
King of
Clowns.
Clowns. Blue.
I met
The-
King of Clowns through COVID when he was drinking fucking all the time. Fuck, from the time he woke up to the time he went to bed. King of Clowns. He was,
Oh,
and he admits that today as Lucy. He admits I was fucking drinking hard out all day, all night. He would wake up and he was drinking, and now he's fucking trying to. He's been off the piss. And he's Lucy now, and he's not drinking anymore, and
Going
he's
nuts.
trying to walk out, and he's trying to.
Yes, Ty Tim says that
I'm-
he's a master
I'm
troller.
completely confused already. I'm confused already.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr.
I just took up smoking today, Andy. I bought my first packet in 3 months. Cough
Oh,
come back straight
really?
away.
Yeah,
coughing and
King of
spluttering.
Clowns was a
Yeah.
master troll. He was a master
Oh, he
troll,
is.
but he was
He
he was
is.
an
I'm
alcoholic.
enjoying a smoke at the
He was a
moment.
total alcoholic back then
Oh,
through COVID.
Steve.
He's admitted that. He's been nothing but honest. She has been nothing but honest.
Shit,
Sound-
that's a troll. He's
sound-
not friend. He's
Now,
not
hang on,
friend.
hang
He's
on, hang on.
trolling.
Yeah,
Hang on.
but
Reading
Lucy
the
is
chat.
not
Reading.
drunk
Hang on,
on
Blue.
panels anymore.
Hang on, Blue. South under maintenance says. What did he say?
Left the bait from
Oh,
basement.
never mind. Oh, South. Oh, don't
Wow.
worry. It's something about Az, which I had to read out. But it's
That
gone
is
now.
a really terrible thing
Oh,
to say.
Oh, Az
Spoon,
is jealous.
South's
Lucy
been a
came out
broken neck
first.
chicken. That's fucking terrible thing to say, man.
What did
Shit,
Spoon say?
That's
Well, don't
Mr.
repeat it.
South is a broken neck chicken. That's fucking shit. That's fucking disgusting thing to say, considering Mr. South has had a broken neck.
Well, I think if you had a broken neck and survived, you got to be like Karma's looking after you. You know, that's
Well,
normally
but it's still, it's still
explains
not
why he's
funny.
retarded.
It's not fun. No, but it's not funny.
South's
It's
all
not
right.
funny. There's fucking jokes, and then there's shit that's not funny in my eyes. It's just fucking bullying shit. It's just fucking shit.
We all know
Yeah.
Spoon
Anyway,
doesn't like
it's,
Joe and all that. You know, we get it.
Yeah.
so
Do you
we
smoke,
get it.
Andy?
I used to about 7 years ago, mate. Stopped. I vape. That's all I do now. Yeah,
I'll
which
make
is not
that the
healthy,
last
but-
packet.
Well, you
Well,
come
I'm
over
off,
here.
guys.
You
You
can
know what,
smoke all,
guys?
mate.
You shouldn't have put me on the spot. That's fucking wrong of you to put me on the spot. Good night, guys.
What?
What?
Put you on the spot.
Okay. Okay, Benny. Yeah.
What was that?
See you, Banksy.
See you, Banksy.
Oh, he's a bit upset about his mate, I think.
Yeah, I know he is. Yeah, big time. Big time.
Oh, look, I lost my mate about 3 years ago. 4 years ago. And I think about him every couple of days. That was his best friend. It's a fucking terrible thing to go through.
Hey, mate, at my age, I'm losing friends left, right, and centre, and family.
Well, that
members.
happens. That
It's all
happens.
downhill, isn't it?
Stop outliving them then.
Okay.
Andy, you're still young. Fucking my father's far older than you.
Oh, age never comes into the way I am.
I'm not going to say
believe
how
I am
old
what I
he
am.
is, but he's a lot older than you, Andy. You're still a spring chicken compared to my dad.
Yeah, age has never ever come into it.
Well, fucking, you see Andy jumping around fucking
Hey,
Bangkok?
DWP, leave young Andy alone.
I know, fucking, he's a young spring chicken. Man. He's still got
Yeah,
life in the old
spring
dog.
chicken. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just got
Luckily-
he's got his pubes. He's just got his pubes last week, apparently.
They're a big brace, dude.
his moustache has just started growing in as well, I noticed.
Have you noticed? Yeah, I've got a goatee going on at the moment, mate.
G'day, South. There you go. Yeah, you can come out now, John.
What?
Oh, look at what.
All right.
Look at what.
I'm cooking. I'm cooking, mate. I'm cooking.
What
So
we
fucking
cooking?
so was I.
They're always watching.
No, it's a nice panel.
There's a whole.
It's a nice panel. It's a good, except you always veer into, you know, which is, you know, part of this genre about other people, and I get it. I really do. But you know,
I think
they're
I think
attempting
it
to
is-
troll me, whatever. But good luck on that. On that one. You know?
Andy, I think it is some people listen to other channels, right? And things happen. And they haven't got a place to say it on other channels. And then they come to this sort of channel. And then they want to speak about it because they want to air the subject. And I think that's
Yeah.
basically what it comes down to.
Well, respect to the trolls on at the moment, the chat is free of trolls. That has to say something, right?
Oh, South started.
No, you got
that
Spoon.
South.
You've got
South
Spoon
is
in the
right there,
apprentice,
Andy.
Clark, 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 Clark.
You've got
Yeah.
Spoon and Lorca worker. Oh,
No,
Cagney and Lacey.
Spoon is not an alt. Spoon is Spoon. So he's legit. But
Well, that's
so
not
what I'm
angry.
trying to say, there's nothing
about it.
nasty going on. You know, the other day with me and DWP on there was really some heavy shit going on in the
I understand, mate.
chat, you know, and that
All right,
was
Bexy.
not
It's all
nice,
right.
you know.
It's quite
No,
mad.
thanks, you okay, bro?
The trolls don't come to my channel, but if I go to another channel, they suddenly appear. It's kind of weird, man.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. It's a shitty genre to be in unless you're, you know, with the majority of people that don't care about it, and the majority don't care. It's only a few people spoiling it, you know. That's all I'm going to say.
The mods are
It's
usually on.
not back. It's not the keyboard. You can't spell. I'm an expert at it. I can't spell. Sorry. Yeah.
Stephen
Good
wrote
to
his
speak,
own.
Stephen.
No, Stephen
All
wrote
I,
his own.
you know what?
thing.
You know what? Do you know what's funny? All I see in the StreamYards is hand pink waving, hand pink waving, hand pink waving in StreamYards.
That's
what does the pink hand mean? What does the pink hand mean?
Well, I think
Hello.
you need to look on YouTube because in StreamYards, all I see is hand pink waving, hand pink
Is
waving.
it gay? Is it a gay thing? Or?
No, it's that pink hand waving.
Hand
that
ping. It's one of these.
happens all the time.
It's one of these
Yeah.
LGBT rainbow hellos.
Nothing wrong with that. Gloria says I have to take a photo of me and Zorro. I will, Gloria. Don't worry. If it comes across, you know, I will do that. I will do that.
That'd be good.
I just hope Banksy didn't think I was trying to get into him. Is that what he? I just hope I didn't think him.
No,
I didn't
he's just a
need
bit. Don't worry about it, Ash. He's just upset.
He's emotional.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Just
No, I get it.
He's
I wasn't
fine.
trying to stir shit up. I was just trying to be funny. That's all.
That's okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. He's good. He's a good guy. Yeah, never mind. So,
Stephen trying to fill in the gaps here. It's like,
yes,
oh, yeah.
So would you like
Your
to
mo-
talk about smoking?
Well, I mean, I gave it up like 7-8 years ago when I found vaping. I don't think that does me much better, but it's better than smoking, I think. You know, it's like driving a racing car without a seatbelt or with one. You know, it's like still dangerous, but there's a little.
My
bit of
wife didn't
safety.
understand me, Andy. Yeah, all three of them.
Is that the Russian one, the Thai one, and the Australian one?
No, the Russian one was good. She went through the change of life and fucking attacked me. And fucking, she was fucking ferocious. Get up in the morning. Good morning, dear.
Yeah.
After I'd lost everything in the house and everything, she said, it was my fault, Stephen. I'm sorry. That's okay. You fucking bitch. Yeah.
Could you imagine?
She's
could you
actually
imagine-
she's actually quite a good lady, actually. Sorry?
Sorry, DWP. What?
I was about that. Could you imagine being married to Stephen?
That'd be so fucking nasty.
Jackie's grumpy in the morning. Or Jackie wakes up like a
No,
bundle.
I'm all right now. I'm all right in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm full of beans in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, so am I. My beans start to like disintegrate halfway through the afternoon. I just get tired and I go, fuck all this. You know, I'm a sort of a morning person, I have to say.
I think I'm middle of the afternoon person myself.
That's cool.
Really?
But late night, 2 o'clock.
Why
3
do
o'clock in the
women?
morning.
Why do women wake up so fucking nasty?
Hormones.
I think it's because they go to bed angry, because they get pissed
Right.
off at the end of the night and they think
Yeah.
about it in their dreams and then they wake up pissed off.
Yeah.
That's probably, Steve, when
yeah.
they say to you, do you fancy it tonight? And you say, no, I got a headache.
Yeah.
Or is
Or
it
I'm
the other
washing-
way
Well,
around?
yeah.
I'm not
Or
sure.
is it I'm washing my hair tonight? So no, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I don't know where I'm going wrong.
You're not going wrong at all, man. You've lived to the age you have. You got health.
Yeah.
You lost your mum, which is sad. We all do.
Yeah.
And we all lose our dads. And I've lost a brother along the way as well, and good friends.
Good.
But you just keep on going. You got to keep positive and just think how life is good and how it's treated you. You know, I feel sorry for the people that life isn't treating them well. And there's a few, obviously, that we know that life's not quite like our lives. And I feel sorry for them. I don't want to ever, you know, talk them down or you know, show any sense of I'm better than you. I mean, because we're not. I just feel sorry for people that are not enjoying their life at middle age or older. If they're not enjoying their life, then that's sad. It really is sad. Nothing to do with them, you know, nothing to do with them, but it's a way that the cards have been dealt. And it's,
And
you know,
I think it's, as they say, life is what you make of it. You know, you've got to entertain yourself. You know, it's like
I
find
do that
different
every
ways
night,
of-
DWP.
I knew,
well,
I knew
could
Clark
imagine-
would be straight in there. I knew it would be.
Hey, when Blue was talking about doing the nuts and things like that, I was going to turn off my microphone. And she stopped.
No, I get what you mean, DWP, but unfortunately, people get dealt the wrong card sometimes. Like it's all against them, and you know, then they need infrastructure to build them back up, and sometimes it's just not there in modern society to get them back to what they were, and that's what's sad. It's just like broken human beings, you know.
Unfortunately, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't depend on other people to bring you up. You need to bring yourself up. It's like I do certain things every weekend to try and get a bit of tech to play with, and that's what I do for the weekend. You know, that's what makes me happy.
Well, hobbies are the best thing ever. I'm not saying that's a hobby, but hobbies are great because how many times
So,
you know stamp
is Pornhub classified as a hobby?
Oh, absolutely. No worries there, mate.
You need to get onto Reddit. You'll enjoy that. Pornhub shit. Try Reddit.
But have you noticed people with hobbies, right? They say when they're they're maybe stamps or looking through their bird collection of photographs they took, but they're absorbed in what they do, and time flies. And on the big scheme of things, when time flies means you're not in this reality. You're in another time. How many times you looked at the watch and 2 hours have gone by in 5 minutes? That means you're not in the reality time because you are being taken away by something that's passionate to you. And I'm a big believer in that as well.
When you get taken away, do other people see you vanish and then come back like 2 hours later?
Possibly.
Or do they see you running around the room really fast?
Possibly. All this is possible. Possible. I'm just saying that the expression "time flies," and there's time flies when you're enjoying yourself, and you get wrapped up into a non-time reality. There's no time. There isn't any time.
Andy's correct in that. It's like if you're into something, you get zapped, you get sunk into it. It's like you don't look at the time flying. It's like it just goes, and then you realize 3 hours later that you've been so sucked into what you were doing that you haven't realized that time was just
as opposed to if you're in a prison on a chain gang and you're bounding boulders with a sledgehammer. You look at the watch. It goes, "Oh, I've only been doing this for 2 minutes," and then you're doing another. Time drags. But if you enjoy yourself, you put yourself into another dimension. You do, where time is irrelevant.
That sounds like what it's like when I listen to Mr. Clark in my Discord group.
And you're describing heaven and hell. Heaven there is no time, and in hell it drags on forever. It's eternal.
Times, absolutely. It's all about time, and we're only in one time. There's loads of times going on that we don't know about. I met one time once, as knows, and we won't go into that right now because I'll get clipped. But I went into another time zone. I was away with the fairies, big time, and I saw things that you would. Revelations. Oh man, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. After I puked about 5 times in 2 hours.
That must have been good mushrooms. Good bit of acid, that one.
It was more than mushrooms, man. It was a little bit stuff we all know. Az knows the story, but anyway, whatever.
Right.
But that doesn't matter. But we are in a different, time is relevant, and we all have, why was time? What is time? It's a clock, which is totally irrelevant. Now, this moment now has already gone, DWP, and we're back into the now and the future. There's no history.
Who actually decided to make time? That's an interesting question. Like, who decided to actually say, right, this is 1 second, this is 2 seconds, this is a minute just passed?
I know. Well, over to Az, he probably knows
People
all
that
that.
cook eggs. You got to have a time when you cook eggs.
It was just people observing the progression of the the Earth.
They must have been really bored.
The whole calendar.
Yeah, it's celestial based. Like the planet, the Earth ends up back looking at the same, whatever. Celestial based.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're going to go into flat Earth as well.
I was just about to say that.
Oh no!
Who believes the world's flat then?
Oh no! Don't go that way with that.
What happens if the world started spinning the other way? Would you be back where you started?
Absolutely. Well, no,
Would
you
we
can't
start-
because there's no replay. There's no history, Steve. You go. It's only now and what's going to happen after now. And now
Well, that's
that now
true,
I'm
yes.
talking to you now is already gone.
Would we start falling up hills rather than falling down hills? If it spun the other
Oh,
way.
interesting question. Then I'll have to work that out. Bring a bit of paper.
I don't, man. I have a very good friend of mine that's a
Would you walk-
quantum, a quantum.
Would you walk
physicist.
backwards? Would you be
Well,
walking
he
backwards?
knows all these answers, but he starts explaining to me, and within 2 sentences, I'm lost already. He's a quantum physicist,
Would
and I
time
just
go
get lost
backwards?
already. He says, Andy, just let me keep talking, and one day you may understand. It's a science. Quantum is like, I don't know. It's like hoobly hoobly. It's like bloody voodoo, isn't it?
Would,
I mean, it's
would
like
the
we
sea-
don't understand it.
Would the sea be in the sky and the sky be in the sea? Would it be upside down?
Well, it depends which way
Dunno,
you're
mate,
looking at it.
You're really complicated it there, DWP. It was just an innocent. You're making me think now. I can't handle it.
Oh, don't make Steve think, for heaven's sake. He'll get back to smoking another cigarette.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can
fucking
see
flat.
it.
Have a look at it.
We can see the steam coming off his avatar.
Hello, can I just say hello, J Dub? Hi, Big
No,
D,
no,
Big Di.
no,
Sorry, I'm
no.
just reading. Hey,
Stop
Big
moving
You're not
Di.
sorry. You're not sorry. You're not
Stop
sorry. You don't
moving
mean it.
No, I do because I hate
Who-
ignoring the chat.
Who's the lurker
Sorry.
worker? Who's the lurker worker? Spoon, the nasty bully incel, overtalks everyone, can't speak English, French, or Portuguese, has no language, but drunk overtalking.
Lurker
Well,
workers
I'm
on
actually not going to
Andy.
necessarily disagree with any of that. But
No, Andy, Lurker workers are all right. He just has a bit of beef with Spoon, and it's been going on
Yeah,
for
that-
months.
yeah, there we go. You know, people bring their own bloody handbags to here. You know, I hate handbags.
Spoon and that person go at each other just as much as each other. Yeah,
Wow.
you know what I mean. Yeah,
We
they
just-
go
we
at
just
each
leave them
other
to
as much as
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
Yes.
We just leave them to it. You know, it's like a
Yeah,
wee
we
battle
do.
in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
chat.
yeah. You just ignore them. Yeah, exactly. You know, yeah.
Ty Tim is really into the conversation. He says, "True,
Mr.
this is
Mr.
Ty
Self
Tim.
seems
Hang on,
to
blue. Hang
like
on, blue, blue,
Luca
blue, blue,
Weka.
blue,
Yeah.
blue, blue, blue." True story.
Sorry, honey.
I dreamt I asked a Thai lass at the pub out, and she said yes. So next time I saw her, I asked, and she told me, "Go and get fucked."
Yeah. Do you know what that is, Andy? That's a fucked up deja vu.
It is, isn't it? It's like a double bloody whammy of a deja vu. Yeah, yeah.
Shit.
But we've all suffered from deja vu. I've suffered from it.
Oh, yeah.
Not suffered. I've had deja vu many times. Like I've been here, and then I forget it because you carry on with your life. But I've seen scenarios when this is going to happen, and it happened.
Yeah, I know you. It does, and you sit there and wait for the Twilight Zone theme to come on. Fuck me.
I know.
No.
There's a load of weird shit going on that we have no idea. I got the hiccups.
Yeah. Oh well. Who's it? What? Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, I know. Somebody shocked
Hold
me.
your breath. Hold your breath. It'll stop. Just hold your breath.
No, shock
For
me.
about an
As
hour.
say no, shock me. As say you love everybody. That will shock me.
Az
What,
does
man?
love us all. Az really loves us all, don't you, Az? Let's shut him up.
He's away
Ed?
from the. Yeah, he's
I'm
away
thinking.
from the.
I'm thinking.
No,
I'm thinking.
I've seen his mute. Sorry, Az.
That's all right.
As is thinking
Yeah.
of a.
Yeah, I love
intelligent
everybody. Separate.
You got the
really.
hiccups. You got the hiccups
Yeah.
too, Az, have you? You're fucking in love with Andy.
Yeah, we're
hiccups
coupling hiccups. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
He's got
Ed,
sympathetic hiccup
hang on,
now.
Ed, is that
That's
you with
just
the
pure
hiccups?
love.
Who has the hiccups?
No,
Who
I
has the
haven't got
hiccups?
hiccups.
It's
Ed.
fucking Andy's who got the fucking
I have.
hiccups.
It's me. I got hiccups.
Oh, you know what? Because when Gaz gets the hiccups, that's when he normally is at the end of his stream. Do you know people have these
Yeah.
things that happened. And when Gaz always got the hiccups, we knew that, oh shit, that was near the
He's
end.
full.
He should end his
He's
tree.
full.
Yeah, that was his tail. Yeah, it was though. You know what I mean, though, Az? So Andy, what are the hiccups? Are you drinking too much fizzy, or are you a little bit too much drunk?
I'm on my 4th beer, so that's probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Four beers and you got hiccups.
I know. Hey man, I'm a weak drinker these days. Well, Johnny might say different. Johnny might say different. I think I went toe to toe for him on the beers, but I can't remember how we said goodnight that night. To be honest, I just left him with the keys to the house. And get on with it.
Believe it if you want, mate.
You got to watch. You got to watch, Johnny. You probably got your did put something in your drink and then took some photos.
No. I just locked up the house. I just locked up the house and turned the lights off. That was all right.
I bless you. Yeah. And normally I show people.
Did you put a blanket over Andy? Did you? You didn't leave him out there in the.
No, I nearly put a blanket over Johnny actually because he left the bedroom door open, but I didn't do that. But all I'm saying is normally I say, well, this is how the aircon
What
works.
do you have those loose underpants on again? Did he?
I didn't do anything to Johnny.
He said, I was wearing underpants anyway.
I have to say I can't really remember it, but I tell you what, in the morning I had to go to get some passport renewal and all that. He was going downtown, and my son drove us down. And my son keeps talking about Johnny, what a good guy he is, by the way. And we drove down to town, and we dropped him off, and we just said friends forever, and he left, and that was it. And that's how
lovely.
I left Johnny. You know, yeah, no,
Lovely.
it was so cool. Yeah, it was lovely. It was lovely.
Yeah.
And then we had to find him because he didn't reply to anybody forever. So me and Clarky were, what's happened to Johnny? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Can I tell that story, Johnny? Can I tell that story, Johnny?
I appreciate the concern. I did.
No, we wanted to make sure you were dead.
Well, I was going to say, where did you imagine he was laying? Like, where did you think you were going to find him?
No. The story is, I knew where he was staying, so I got in touch with the hotel and I said, so and so, put me through to the room. And they said, no, we that's not our policy. So I said, okay, no worries. Then I started speaking to Ty. I said, he's a good friend and everything else. Can you check on him? And they said, okay, call us back in 10 minutes. So apparently, according to Johnny, he got a knock on the door and there was 2 people outside the door saying, Mr. Andy wants to know if you're okay. Is that correct?
That's correct, yeah. I thought, well, that's nice.
Yeah, I was well impressed.
Yeah.
I was well impressed.
So I got the workers to go and get me some more coffee and some more water. And and that was good. So all worked out well.
Yeah, it did. It did. I'm sort of a little bit parental when people come over, and then I leave them, and I just want to know what they're doing and are they okay. But that's probably my bad, because you're all adults and you know. What you're doing.
That's fine. But like when I said to Chris, right, I know a sign. Here it is, fine. I know exactly where I'm going.
That's off-putting.
That's
my son was an ace that day. He was an ace. Not
the first time I'd been to the area. Hopefully
yeah. And you said, drop me off here, Chris. It's fine. And it was a goodbyes, and off you went. Which is great. Yep. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, good.
No, it was a nice time. So, Steve, when you come over, keep in contact. The pub thing, I will go, but it's not exactly. It's fun. It'll be fun to meet people in the flesh. But you come over here, mate. We'll have a good old time. Trust me.
I go to pubs sometimes when I'm over there, but I don't go late at night. I don't fucking like it.
No,
fucking wankers out there.
No.
Yeah, if I go to the pub, I'll usually get out of there by about 5 or 6.
You come over here, you got a room, you got the aircon, you got everything. You just like relax. You have no pressure for an evening.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Actually, Johnny, I've got that unveiling of your knife. by the way. I've got it on video. So have you, because I sent it to you. Yeah. Have you seen it yet, Johnny?
Johnny got his sword out, did he?
He got his
Yeah,
knife
I've got it on video too. His knife, him taking it out of me back. Is he fucking fired up? No, he's thinking there. Look, he's come back. See the stream coming off his avatar.
I've got the whole video, but I haven't published it of you taking it out and showing it around and just looking at it. Yeah, I don't know if Johnny. I sent it to you online, but on Messenger. It was cool. It was a great time. Great 2 days. Brilliant.
Oh, that's good. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Well, if you don't want bad memories, you know, like, you know, and then you meet, you know, go on a patio to meet, you know, mongers on cameras is not my ideal of fun. It's not my, nothing against the mongers. They do what they want to do. It's a free country and they're not hurting anybody. And, well, not really.
Mongers' lives matter as well as normal people's lives.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So do
racists. So that's what they want to do. It's not against the law. It's all above board, and it's all.
If they're proud of it, so be it.
Well,
it can be a cheap lifestyle being a monger. Can't be a cheap lifestyle, man.
You can get online the happy hours.
I go for Thailand for. I go to Thailand to monger, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
I've just clipped that, Clarky.
and I put it in. I go to monger and to steal things. I shoplift.
Wait a minute.
But do you wear a jacket when you're doing it?
No, I just run out the store. Yep. No worries.
There's nothing against what these are doing. They're not breaking the law. They're having a good time. They've worked hard and they've got their hard-earned.
Could you imagine getting caught shoplifting in Thailand? Fucking.
Oh, fucking get year jail.
I know, that's what I was about to say.
You'd have to be a low cunt to do that over there, though, DWP.
I know.
They struggle to make a living. And
flying all the way up. But no, I know it was a joke, Stephen. I'm just saying, could you imagine someone getting caught for that? It'd be like you fly halfway across the world to go and shoplift in a foreign country. You know, it's like.
Even a lady from Perth, I think it was, DWP. She pinched they roll them out on the bars, a towel thing. She pinched one. She got fucking 8 months jail for that. Just that towel they put on the bar sometimes. Yeah.
Setting an example. Setting an example for other tourists, I take it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, she probably fought with them. She probably didn't pay them. She probably then fought them at the cop shop. She probably told the cops to get fucked as well. You know what I mean? But
probably. I'm Australian.
Probably a lot more to it.
I'm Australian. I've got rights.
Yep.
When no one's got rights in fucking Thailand, man.
That's right. Only the Thais have got rights in Thailand. You know, the part about it is you're a visitor.
That's right.
But, you know,
don't ever forget that.
I think it's a wonderful place to visit myself.
It is, yeah. What's happened to Andy? He blew himself up.
Possibly.
I think his internet probably dropped out again.
I've learned so much about Thailand from being here, and I really appreciate that.
Blue, it's a lovely place. It's
I really appreciated that, and I know
there's so much to see and do there. It's a wonderful culture.
Yeah,
nice people.
I never would have ever known if I hadn't entered this community. So I thank you all for that. And I know I've never been there, and I know that a lot of people say you don't belong because you've never been there, but I appreciate falling into this place. And
only man about us says that, and even he hasn't been.
No, and I really do appreciate falling into this place where I have, I've subscribed to so many vloggers and watched so many Thai vlogs and all that, and really learnt so much about Thailand and the Philippines and all of that. Honestly, I never ever would have done that if I hadn't fallen over here. So I am really appreciative of that. I am subscribed to a lot of channels because of that, and I really enjoy them. I really do. I never would have learnt what I've learnt.
No, it was as I was saying, I
Yeah.
think it was about a week ago, Blue. I said certain people are saying if you've not been to Thailand, you shouldn't be in the Thai community. The way I see it, if you've got an interest in the place, then you should be welcome to everyone, you know.
Thank you. Yeah, no, and and I feel that too, DWP, that people are just so excluded if you haven't been there. And I just sort of happened to fall over here not understanding that global, because I fell into the global. That's where I first arrived. And I didn't know it was sort of Thai based, and I didn't understand it. And I sort of, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot since I first arrived. I've been here nearly a couple of years now, but I've learned so much, and I've been very, very thankful. It's been such a great insight for stuff, and so yeah, that's what matters, is that you're teaching us. You're teaching people that aren't going to go there, maybe like me. I'm a bit of a hermit, and I don't want.
Friends. I've got friends that love the Thai sort of culture, love the religion and all that, but they're like, that country just looks too hot for me. It's like they think
exactly,
you know,
exactly,
and they think, well, I would melt over there, but I would love to go there, but it's just too hot.
Exactly. No,
You would love
exactly.
you would love
Me too.
northern Thailand. You know, it's as cold as 2 and 4 degrees in northern Thailand. You get up towards the mountains, and it's nothing like down.
Oh, but that's bullshit. As I went up in the mountains, I'd be fucking tropical stuff on it. Fucking, that's crazy. No,
You come from Tasmania.
It was fucking 3 degrees. It was fucking 3 degrees. That's bullshit. It wasn't 2.
It does get cold.
I froze my fucking nuts off as I was sitting there with all this fucking tropical shit on, like fucking shirts and fucking shaking in the fucking tropics. Fucking Jesus.
I remember
you're not lying. You're not lying, right?
That's when I started to wear underpants.
I must admit, I do remember jumping on the motorbike up in Isan and going to, let's say, 7-Eleven. And I put my fucking shorts on and a hoodie, and my fucking legs would be freezing. You know,
frozen fucking nuts.
okay. I was like, why the fuck have I come up here with shorts, man? It's like, fuck's sake.
Fuck, I didn't take anything with me, just me fucking shorts and singlet and thongs and whatever. And for fuck's sake, I was.
Well, I was lucky. I had one hoodie in my bag.
I went to fucking bed. I felt like pissing myself to warm myself up. Fuck, it was cold.
But you know what the Thais are like? If you're booked into somewhere and it's got aircon, right? They want the aircon on, absolutely freezing in the room. You're like going to your bed and the room's actually fucking freezing, man.
Oh, fucking, man, that was fucking horrible. I was sat in the car for about 3 hours with a fucking heater on.
Well, I didn't believe it. I would never have known it got cold up there, but I was yakking with this girl for quite a while.
I didn't know. I'd been there for 5 or 6 years before I got up there.
Well, she gets up one morning, she's talking to me, got the video going, and there's fucking frost everywhere. And I'm thinking, what? Fucking there's frost everywhere, like fog and frost early in the morning. And she's like, fucking me. She shows me the temperature. It's 4 degrees. I'm like, are you kidding? What the hell?
Yeah. In the fucking tropics. Fucking Jesus. Yeah, well.
I just want to say thanks to, I'm really happy I've met all you guys, and I appreciate that you accept me even though I've never been there, because it's taught me a lot about somewhere I would never go, and I would never go. So it's introduced me to people that blog there and go there.
Don't listen to all the whoremonger shit.
Maybe we should do maybe we should do Blue a GoFundMe. We'll get it over it.
No, I don't want to go there, honey. No, and I'm like that. I'm the same. Like, it's too hot for me. But I have been this community, and that's what it should be about. Like, people, like, if you've never been, to Thailand, you're not part of the genre, the Jinga, the fucking Jonga Jinga, whatever. And it's like, hang on a minute, I fell into this community accidentally, and I've learned a lot about Thailand because of that, and I'm really, really happy that I've learnt that. I never would have known about Thailand, the Philippines, and all that if I had never fell into this community. And it's enriched my life because I've found vloggers and channels I never would have known. So isn't that the point, that we're trying to promote Thailand and show people Thailand?
Some places,
you know what I mean?
go
So
to
what does it matter if you've been there? Isn't it? Sorry. Does it matter if we've been there?
It's like me and South have left this community. We've retired from this community. We've now joined the CVP community.
Oh, right. Yeah, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Philippine community. I love it. CVP, yeah.
Me and South have decided to ditch this community. We're now in the CVP community.
Here's the thing. I would like to say this about the difference between Bangkok and the other places like Pattaya, for sure. The expats that live in Pattaya and the expats that live in Bangkok are of a total different breed. The expats in Bangkok are earning an inner city salary. They're not, they've made a life here for so many years with their companies or whatever it is. Or you've got the entrepreneurs that have successful businesses. They are totally different from the people you'll find in Pattaya. I'm not dissing the people in Pattaya, but it's totally different in Bangkok. Bangkok's a city.
Yeah, of course it is. Pattaya's nothing but like a massive soy cowboy or bloody patpong.
Yeah.
That's all Pattaya is. Holy shit, Bangkok's nothing like that.
As all the years I was over there, I had a girlfriend, so I didn't go to these places. I probably went once every fucking 6 months. I just didn't go to the fucking bars and shit.
And in Bangkok, as I say, the expats are of a total different breed.
Stephen.
No, they have money discretion. They have money, and it's a whole different vibe. Even the tourists that come over for 2 weeks and spend maybe 3 days in Bangkok and the rest of the days in Pattaya, even when they're here, they behave differently because of the vibe. It's a city, and it's totally different from a beach resort, which Pattaya is sort of. It's just a total different. People say, "Oh, I hate Bangkok." Yeah, because it's a hustle bustle of a city like Tokyo or London or Paris or whatever. But you shouldn't mix the two. The expats in Bangkok are a total different creature to those that live in Pattaya. Totally different. Chalk and cheese.
The expats down in Pattaya are experts at everything.
Oh, of course they are. Yeah.
That's why I don't talk to them.
They're all ex-SAS soldiers and
SAS, SAS, yes.
I'm not saying there's not good guys that live in Pattaya or around that area. Not all I'm saying is that in Bangkok, it's a different animal, totally different. You still got little soys. You can go to a bar. You still got soy cowboy, patpong, well, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Nana
Plaza. But
Andy,
it's a city,
No, Andy, you tend to find the better people.
You've got to go out of your way to go to those three places.
Hang on.
The better people you tend to find are further out of Pattaya, going out to Rayong, going out to even the dark side. It's like a total different vibe out there. And most of the people there actually, they aren't hitting the boozers every night. It's like they're doing things, you know.
But there's nothing
Exactly right.
That's absolutely spot on. But there's nothing wrong with what they do. But Pattaya, don't mix it with Bangkok. People go, Bangkok's a hole. No, it's not. You go to Paris, is it a hole? Oh, it's a hole because there's busy traffic and people are getting. You go down to Ceylon at 8 o'clock in the morning, you'll see secretaries going to work. They have briefcases. You see the middle management or whatever. Higher management normally get driven, but middle management, they're all going to work. And that's the majority of what happens in Bangkok. It's the majority. And then they'll go out at night. They'll go sit at a restaurant. They'll listen to a live band or whatever, Thais mainly.
Yeah.
But there'll be expats mingling with them because they've been included in their circle. And that's what Bangkok's about. It's not about, let's go and get a bar fine. That's not what Bangkok's about. It's there. I'm not saying it's not there, but it's not the quintessential of what Bangkok is. And I have to stand up for Bangkok because I love it to death. But I don't go there many times now. It confuses me too much. But
Andy, when I was staying in Kautokeino, right, you would be lucky if I went to the town once a month. Even some months I didn't even go near the town, you know.
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't bother. It was like everything's out there for you. You don't need to go there, you know.
My deal over there was when I was over there, when I was living there, was I'd just go to a restaurant with a bar and had a nice lake there and drink myself stupid and go home. You know, I had a few bars like that, but I didn't go to fucking sexy bars. And shit, 'cause they don't fucking do much for me, to tell you the honest truth.
Well, they used to say the people in the centre town used to just say, it's all 2-week millionaires, you know. People have got too much money and want to sling it around, and a lot of the people further out couldn't be bothered with that. It's like
no, I mean, I just want to get my point across about Bangkok because I love Bangkok because I hate it gets imaged with Pattaya, which it's not, and it's not Khon Kaen either, and it's not Chiang Mai either. Bangkok is a vibrant city with people out there working, doing their shit, and they're getting on with it. And then they enjoy at a restaurant. They'll open a bottle of whiskey at a table and all that business. But it's not like opening a bottle at Lucky Lucky Bar or something, which is nothing wrong with that either. But all I'm saying is that's not the way of life in Bangkok. It's just not. It's not.
Bangkok has action around every fucking corner.
Absolutely.
Don't get bored in Bangkok.
Yeah, let's face it. Bangkok is the CBD, the Central Business District.
Correct.
You know, there's lots of spin-off little areas and stuff like that. It's got everything for everybody, but
but it's not the same as a holiday beach resort where people smell the sea air and they go berserk. You know what I mean? Which I don't blame them. You know, it's fine. But
I enjoy going. I enjoy going up to Nakhon Sawan. You know, I enjoy the village life to a certain.
Yeah,
extent.
I mean that's totally different from Bangkok, but in a more Thai way. You know, Pattaya is not the Thai way. Forget it. It's a resort with the Thai situation that's going on with the ladies and everything else, which is fine. Mainly fine. Trafficking and all that. Well, that's another story. But it's fine. It suits the purpose for the people that want to do there, and that's it.
You know,
Bangkok is not that.
Pattaya's got more to offer than just bars and hookers and stuff like that.
Well, it has.
Yeah, that is correct, John. It's the middle of Pattaya that's got all the sexy bars and shit. You go out of it, you got everything. It is a hotel. It is a resort.
You got all your markets, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
if you want to go and see the sexy girls, you go into a certain part of it. I didn't go in there much myself, but you know.
But I mean, I remember taking my parents when they were alive to Pattaya. I can't remember where we were staying, but whatever. And we were on Beach Road, and my dad, he obviously was seeing what was going on, and my mum was totally oblivious. She's more like me, totally don't know what's going on. But I was more or less embarrassed because of the open way that girls were offering. You understand what I'm trying to say? It was very prevalent. But you get that in Bangkok, doesn't exist. Does not exist. You know, unless you go to Soy Cowboy and it'll be, hello, is that for me? Oh, no, it's for Steve. No, you know what I'm saying? So,
it's Mike Chef phoning Aztec.
Well, as long as he's not phoning me, that's cool.
Oh.
Mike and Aztec are bringing back labels next week.
Are they? Okay.
So I just want to really if I have a mission, it's to say Bangkok is just like going to Tokyo. They have their red light areas. It's like going to Holland, you know.
That's right.
Have the red light areas, but they also, it's a vibrant city with people working, and they work hard. They take the train every morning, go home every night.
Thailand, Andy, does it bigger and better. That's the thing. They've got the biggest sex area in the world, and you know, people think the whole of fucking Thailand's covered in it, but then it's not.
Andy, there's a lot of Thais come to Pattaya at the weekend, you know, for
That's
breaks.
right. That's exactly right.
You know,
Exactly.
and that's like that's a vacational place at the weekend, and you can see when it hits Friday, it gets flooded with ties. The traffic gets really busy. You know, it's like, and that
Well, that's
happens
'cause of
every.
Well, the hotels have the special offers as well to get them into the hotels and everything else.
Andy, the dark side has got some brilliant places in it. Very nice
brilliant.
restaurants. It's
Yeah.
the whole lot. That's the dark. That is actually patio, but people classify it as a fucking sex area. It's not all sex area. It's you know.
I mean, you even
got
have to
time for
just go down to Jomtien, and there's a difference.
Jomtien's beautiful. Yeah, it's just
This is a
different.
different-
They have the bars there, Andy, but they're not as prevalent as the main part of patio.
I take my family to
Beach Road.
Jomtien if I stay there, but I'd rather go further to Bank Saray, and there's loads of little villages and not villages, resorts, and they're
that's
all
a beautiful spot. There, that's a beautiful spot, Banks Array. You ever go onto the wharves there, the piers, and have the restaurants on there? Jeez, they're fucking
all the time,
beautiful,
mate, all the time, all the time.
Yeah, I go there a lot.
I suppose it doesn't matter where you go. There's always going to be a gents club somewhere. You know, it's like it doesn't matter. There's always a
because
gents
of
club.
the labor availability. There's always labor to get people, girls, to fill these places because they'll come from up country to fill their wallet, well, not wallet, their money to send back home, basically.
Even up in Esan, you've got fucking like the short time rooms and that because people living in a house all together. It's like they take their partner to this like sort of short time hotel. You know, it's
yeah, but you go to Michigan or Dallas or anything, you'll find these places there. You know, but they're not being labeled as the sex capital of the world.
Yeah,
it's the same in Bangkok. You know, well, you know,
it's the same in Vietnam. They have, you can hire rooms for an hour, 2 hours, you know. It's because a lot of these families, they're actually families, and they don't want to take their partner for that in the house, so they take them away to a sort of hotel for a couple of hours, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
mean, it's a different culture. It is a different culture, and maybe some Westerners will poo-poo it, but all I'm trying to say is, and I'll end this stream soon when I say Bangkok, do not confuse that with Pattaya, Mongas. As I say, even the people that come on holiday here and spend 10 days in Pattaya, 3 days here, they act differently. I've seen them in the pubs, the O'Reilly's pubs, even in Soy, they act differently to when they're in Pattaya. In Pattaya, it's like, I think it must be in the salt air or something like that. It's just like, I'm on holiday, which is great. Nothing wrong with it. But it's different from when they come to Bangkok. Bangkok is
well, you don't see
organized. It's, you know,
you don't see them in Bangkok walking about without their tops on. You know, in Pattaya you do, and you see them with different sort of dress sense. You know.
Yeah. I mean, you get the odd, you know, the few of them doing it, but whatever, they comply to the city rules, and there is a city rule. You know, it's a city. You got to be careful what you do. You know, really. You know, you don't piss off a cop in Bangkok. Don't piss off a cop. Whereas in Pattaya, you know, you can get away with literally murder. Bangkok is different.
Well, a lot of that goes on.
Yeah, I know. And it's all a different ball game. And I just want to, you know, they say Bangkok is the black hole of bloody Thailand. It might be for people that don't like busy hustle bustle or whatever. But as living here, I'm very proud of Bangkok, because it's a very forward city that is full on tech, full on every type of entertainment you want, you can get. But it's not cheap. Bangkok is not cheap. It's not cheap, you know. No way. You want a good meal, it's going to cost you 40, 50 pounds a head, as it would do anywhere else, you know, in any other city in Europe. Oh, absolutely.
You can get a bowl of noodles for 40 baht.
And that's the difference, Steve. That's the difference. That is the difference. It has a very wide range of what you want to buy, and that's what I love about the city. It's, you know, my dad used to call it the land.
If you don't want to get poisoned in Bangkok, eat off the street food.
Well,
you only get sick if you go to a restaurant, but the street food is super fresh.
just to make
Do you know?
sure that
Can I?
people eating
Oh,
there.
sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Do you
Go on,
know?
go on,
Do you
Blue.
know
Hello,
what
Blue.
I would? Hello. Do you know what I would absolutely love when I watch the vlogs? That like I watch Jeremiah's, and I watch a few other vloggers that are over in Thailand and Philippines and that. Do you know what I'd love though? They go, "Oh, this is 40 baht." I would love for them to say that is converted to this in US, this in UK, and this in
Yes.
Australia, because I can convert Australian with New Zealand, you know. I mean, just the few, or maybe a couple. I would love for them to fucking tell me that when they go.
When I was
40
doing
baht,
my
100
videos,
baht, 200
Blue,
baht, it's like
Yeah, Steve's
when
done
I was
some
doing
good
my
videos.
videos,
as a
I
newbie,
always
you
used
know,
to put
as
the
a
price in pounds and dollars and Australian dollars. I
right.
always used to put the price
And
on the
that would,
screen.
and that's what's
Always.
missing for me when
Yeah.
I'm watching vlogs, learning. I'm learning and I'm really enjoying learning about Thailand, but I'm sick to death of 40 baht, 100 baht, 500 baht. And it's like, okay, but what is that? And
Yeah.
for people that are
Look, Blue. When they do the Filipino ones, the Filipino ones, they talk in pesos. I don't know how much it fucking is.
Right.
But they don't
just
do it. They
tell-
don't put
tell
the
us
price
what
up
it
there.
is.
Yeah.
Like convert it for fuck's
Even
sake. Don't be lazy.
even American
Yeah,
dollars, you got
convert
rough
it.
idea or something. Yeah.
Is there such
You're
a thing as
correct there.
pesos, man?
So go
Is this
go
right?
back in your
Yeah.
video that you filmed, and before you put it up
What the
in
fucking
whatever
thing?
you can do, edit it, and put up like over the top of the video. Just put blah blah UK, you know, pounds, you know, US, blah blah Australia. I mean, those would be enough. And I mean, as a New Zealander, I'm similar to Australia. I mean, or Canada or whatever. So, but yeah, that's what annoys me, Mike. I just wanted to put that out there.
I just
As
love to see
vloggers,
one of
you're
those
right.
I always
vloggers.
You're right,
that.
Blue. You're right, Blue. You're right, Blue.
Yeah.
There's just like say one vlogger get on there and just say this is a terrible meal. Oh, they all fucking this is fantastic. Oh,
yeah,
fuck's
yeah, yeah.
sake.
Well,
I used to do that. If I didn't like a meal, I'd
that's
fucking
my
tell you
only-
that was fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
but
that's
the
my
problem
only,
did- the
that's my
problem is,
only
Steve, that was
complaint
at your
watching
restaurant.
vloggers. Yeah.
Probably,
we did
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Remember last
No,
night we did that
kidding,
with
bro.
Maddie. We did that with Maddie, right? What's your beer worth? And we we're talking about around the world what the cost of a box of beer was.
Oh, right. Yeah. You bought one for our house, by the
Oh
way.
yeah.
And then, you know, like Thailand is that much. And then Maddie was saying it was so much in American dollars. And then we're talking about Australian dollars, how much of the same kind of thing around the world just last night, you know.
Yeah.
Because it is hard if you're walking along and say, well, you know, this is 40 baht or that's whatever, or you know, you can't just stand there and say, right, now the British pound will be this and the American dollar will be that, Canadian will be that, and that'll be that, and that'll be that. You know, people can do their own conversions. It's
Just say it. Just say it in American dollars. That's all you need to fucking say.
Well, in
Or
Vietnam,
I
and
come from
Cambodia,
Australia, so it's Australian
we-
dollars, you know.
Well,
in
let's do
Cambodia.
I come from New Zealand. We can have New Zealand dollars. I come from England. We can have pounds while we're at it. I come from
Yeah.
South Africa. We can have South Africa. What do they use? Have they
Well,
got
I come
money
No,
out there?
I understand what you guys are saying. When you're going live, I understand that, but I can't learn it unless you've maybe told me in vlogs. You know, those uploading a short video for 3 minutes and you're showing me a meal, and I've learned it, you know. So this is 40
But I'll
baht.
tell you
And
something I learned.
it's
Me-
worth
me and the
$2 in my country. So I'm learning it, you know. So when
Yeah.
you go live, I'm then going to understand what 40 baht means. But nobody
but I
seems to be teaching me what
No,
baht is.
I tell you
in
what I
vlogs.
learned. I
Yeah.
tell you
Blue,
what I learned.
see that? There's $250,000 kip.
Yeah, there you go.
That.
There
That's
you go.
$250,000 kip there.
Yeah. You're a millionaire, mate.
And you know what it's worth? Sweet fuck all
I
in
know.
real life.
yeah.
When I
Do you
went
know
to
what I'm- do you
Cambodia,
know what I'm
hang on,
sort of
Blue, hang
saying,
on,
though?
Blue,
I would
Blue,
just-
Blue.
Yeah, vlogs. I would like in
Well-
vlogs, not in lives. I would love it in vlogs if
Yeah,
they just put over the top of their vlogs
Well,
sort of
we'll
what
try
it
to accommodate
translates
you,
to.
Blue.
Yeah.
When I went to
Sorry.
Cambodia and Vietnam with my family, my brothers and that. We are there. We love our beers and everything else. After 2 days, we stopped trying to put it into real money because we worked it out. It's all cheap and it doesn't matter. That's how we got it. No, because after the first day, we're going, that's a beer. Well, how much is that? And it took us 2 days to realize it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. No one's going to rip you off for $200 or $100 or $50, not even $10. It's going to be a matter of pence.
What you do, Andy? What you do is you get yourself a little card and you write the your pounds there and your where is it baht next to it, and just do a couple of prices. If you get confused, just pull out the card and fucking look at it for fuck's sake. You know how much you're paying. That's all you have to do. Put that in your wallet. People don't understand that.
Yeah, no, we did that, and after a while, we didn't even bother because we all knew
No, you don't after a while.
it was going to be reasonable, and that's. And then we weren't going to. We're talking street food, a few restaurants, but we knew we were not going to get ripped off. It was all nothing money, and so that's made us feel free now. The dong or the kip or whatever it was, it didn't matter. It was all just loads of zeros. It was just nothing.
Yeah, that's always funny. Like, oh, how much am I paying for a cup of coffee? Oh, it's 2,000 dong.
Yeah,
and you work it out, and it's 20 fucking cents. Big deal.
Yeah.
And once you get to that, you get more relaxed, and then you know, no one's going to take you to a restaurant where you're going to pay $50 a head, American. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen. It's just not there. It's just doesn't work. So once you forget all those things and you just enjoy yourself, not worry about exchange rates, you're fine. And you end up with a load of money at the airport that you can't exchange.
Yeah,
this is worth nothing.
Like, you know,
Sounds like Cambodia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm in Cambodia or Vietnam. Yeah.
It was like when I took family to the seafood restaurant in Rayong. You know, if I look at that in Australian dollars, it was about $60. 3 people, full as a goog, few beers. If I tried to eat the same kind of seafood in Australia and have a few beers, it'd probably cost me $100 just for me.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, listen, guys, I'm thinking of closing the stream now because there's no admin on here to carry it on. Is everyone cool with that and the chat?
Yep, that's
There's
fine.
Nobody else on live. Is that all? Is that DWP? You okay? Blue?
Oh,
Steve?
yeah, of course. You get, of course. Like, it is
We'll
what it is, honey. I mean,
Troll Spoon.
Stephen. Is Stephen an admin on Zounds?
No, I'm not an admin. I can't be trusted. I was told I can't be trusted, so I don't get a yeah.
Good call.
I can stick it up their
Well,
ass.
I mean, I can start up a live if people want to carry on a panel.
Yeah, I mean, I've carried on from Gaza, so, you know, piggybacking is fine. It's just that, you know, we've been on for quite a while now, and I have to have my lunch, basically, which is now
Nearly you've got to hang on
Ooh.
for 6 minutes, then you'll get 4 hours, Andy.
Okay.
Right.
Time
And it's 9 p.m. Saturday night here, so I could take over if people want to carry on, but only
It's
if
4
people
o'clock
want
here.
to.
Okay, guys. So
all right,
first of all,
Blue. Put your link up and start her up, and everybody go over there. Put it up in the chat there.
That's
it's
cool.
a smooth transfer.
Well,
Yeah.
Off you go, Blue. Go on, Blue.
Off you go, Blue. Off you go.
Go on, Blue.
Blue,
Start it up
Blue.
now. Come back,
Come
put your
on,
link, and then
Blue.
we'll all go.
Mr. Clark, you're so funny.
We
You do
want
that stuff.
blue. We want
Go,
blue.
Go, Blue. Off
We-
you go. Start your stream up, and then put the link up on the chat here.
I
We're
know.
all over there.
I say that.
Such a
I
smooth
say
thing.
that
Go on,
shit, and then
Blackley.
Mr. Clark is such
Wasting
a
time.
like
You're wasting
advocate of
time.
me.
Oh, you're back already.
Okay,
It's
I'd like to say
not
thank you to the chat. Hi, Tim,
You're
Luca
so cute.
Worker, South Under Maintenance,
Right.
Gloria,
Thanks,
Cogney and
Eddie.
Lacey, and everyone else, and of course the panel. Thanks. You've made this a really good stream. I've
Yeah,
enjoyed
thanks,
it.
Andy. Yeah.
Yeah, and thanks to Banksy for coming on as well. And yeah, okay, guys, till the next time.
All right, mate.
Righty-o,
See ya.
Andy. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Okay.
Good night.